welcome in everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of the Choir of Calamity, which is always a fun thing to say. The Choir of Calamity. It just rolls off the tongue. We're gonna go around the table and say our hellos and where we can find us on social media and the character that we're playing, and then we're gonna jump right in after a little recap because tensions are high. And there's a lot at stake tonight, and I know you guys are going to kill it or just die trying. So without further ado, we'll start with the person who wasn't here last time we played, and they're back. I'm so happy. Matt, tell us who you are, where we can find you, and then the character that you're playing.
Hello, I am the Playmat. I am a professional game master and actor based out of Toronto, Canada. You can find me at twitch.tv/theplaymat, where I do a lot of world building and actual play stuff. I recently also started playing Baldur's Gate. I returned to gaming as I decreed it a year and a half ago that I would want to come back and play this game. I am playing a little old degenerate grandma, and her guardian, her love, is basically Danny DeVito. My favorite things in the world. Also, you can find me at Nerdy Nightly YouTube. I just GM'd for 86 hours over 7 days, and it was fun. It was fun. Easy. It wasn't... I didn't almost die at all. Nope, not at all.
Nice. And tell us super briefly about your character.
Oh, yes. I'm playing Odris Ebenreit. They are a Hexblood Druid and Cleric with a big heart, even though it is made of steel. They are sort of Feyborn, and apparently last week, soup is the thing that got them sick, or that's what they think it is. And I'm excited to be back, guys. I had a lot of fun while watching Bob.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool, welcome back. It'll be fine. You're fine. Right beside you, certainly the Siri, the mom of the group, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. She's got great energy. Scarlet 64.
Hello. I would say more of the little girl of the group, but
Sure.
I am playing Ray, the Warforged Barbarian, and I'm Scarlet 64. I make D&D content on all the platforms as Scarlet 64, and then the Scarlet DM on YouTube. So hi.
And she's got a great TikTok too. Check it out. Beside you immediately, the grumpiest of fairies. I'm not exactly sure how to introduce them. His sweetness. How about this?
His sweetness.
His ambassadorial sweetness. That's not even your character. That's just you, Cinder. But tell us where we can find you.
Guffaw to you.
Guffaw indeed.
My name is Cinderblock Sally. I am predominantly on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube as Cinderblock Sally. I make live streams where I review homebrew, or I do homebrew games where we try to speed write homebrew. A lot of D&D adjacent things, and occasionally I bother Zach Speaks Giant while we play Baldur's Gate together, and I try to throw objects as close to him as possible without hitting him, because it does annoy him if I make them hit. And I don't actually want to annoy him. I just want to seem like I want to annoy him.
You just want to toe the line.
Yeah.
Nice. And you're playing...
We were playing Baldur's Gate. Oh, I'm playing Ponsiris. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Guys.
You're okay, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm playing Ponsiris. I'm a grumpy little fairy.
You're the best.
And I'm sort of an old detective, and I'm ready to try to solve the problem that we just made.
Amazing. Directly above is the one, the only Caustic Phoenix.
What's up? I'm Caustic Phoenix. You can find me on all of my socials as Caustic Phoenix, except on X/Twitter. That's Becca Godsey. Tonight, I am playing Aeus, who is very heartbroken about her city and wanting to save it. So we'll see where we go from there.
Nice. And immediately, and last but not least, certainly, Zach, who speaketh a giant. And a new book that just got released by D&D, probably just for you, right? Big B's Glory
Yeah,
of the Giants. That's just for...
I assume so. I haven't read it yet because I can't read. Zach Speaks Giant and all the things. YouTube. I have a YouTube channel where I share silly D&D stories. I'm like this close to a nice round milestone. If you want to subscribe, that'd be appreciated. I also have some very fun content.
What's that milestone? What's that milestone?
So humble. Come on.
90,000 subscribers, which is very, very insane to me.
Good job. Soon, silver play button soon, right?
Yeah, and then I can eat it, which I've always dreamed of doing.
I saw earlier today, Zach has a short at 3 million views. That's freaking awesome.
Oh,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, dude. I was literally scrolling and I saw that. I was like, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
I have a short with like 8
Wow.
views, so that's pretty close.
That's just as good.
Yeah,
more
I'm
than
walking
that's-
amongst legends here.
And who are you playing tonight, Zach, or this morning
I'm
for you?
I'm playing a paper boy, not a boy who delivers paper, but a boy who is made out of paper. And I say boy because he's only 2 weeks old, but he is a failed true polymorph creation sent to hunt down the killer of his master. But he's doing his best.
He's doing his best. Welcome, and so we are going. Oh, I'm Rackham, GM Workshop, blah blah blah. D&D content on Twitch, and then Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, enough of that. Now we're gonna jump into the recap, and we're gonna pick up exactly where we left off last time. And everything's fine. You're gonna be fine. Last time we played, the crew who all hail, or at least live, in the City of Wonders, the City of Prophecy, the City of Elmara. The city that was founded around the Oracle, the device of prophecy that once a year answers any questions put to it with truth, information, blueprints if needed, and has led the city to great and greater heights. On the eve of the Day of Questioning, a feast was put upon as every year, and everyone of Elmara was invited. Free food, free drink, celebration, and readiness for the Council of Seven to go down into the tower itself and ask the yearly question of the Oracle device. This year, however, a slight wrinkle. The machinist, the eldest among the 7 of the council member, declared that this year, not the Council of 7 would ask the question, but rather the best representatives, or the best that the city had to offer, the true people of Elmara, the people who live in it, care for it, clean it, love it, protect it. You 5. After every guest came to you trying to coerce you, cajole you, bribe you, demand of you to ask the question they wanted posed, well, things turned rather sour. The machinist suddenly snuffed Audris beside him, equally plunging his face into a soup that was probably an evil soup. I don't know exactly. And a fight erupted in the banquet hall. They defeated the enemies that came upon them, an enormous demonic entity of some kind, and they rushed, having collected the key to enter the vault, into the Chamber of Oracles. There, the doors slamming shut behind them, they had only a brief amount of time, as the peoples of Elmara were banging at the door, demanding answers. Things were not going well. People lay dead in the banquet hall, and they knew it was only a matter of time before the door broke down. Questions, which one to ask? And finally, they turned to the Oracle device and simply posed it the question of, what is it that you want? And it answered by images first, showing the shackles and the lines that connected to this enormous, powerful magic device that siphoned it of its life force, of its magic, to power the rest of the city. It showed broken shackles and the word that flashed upon the magical screen projection, freedom. With nary a second thought, Crane manifested a blade, walked around the device, and severed every line. In that moment, as we pick up today, all of the lights, all of the arcane energies, all of the moving machines, the batteries, the arcane devices that litter every square inch of this room, suddenly and permanently fall silent. The lights go out. You feel a sudden as every enchantment, every magical sconce, every device in the tower, in the city, is disenchanted and unmade. You hear above you the tower, under this impossible weight, no longer being held aloft, the ominous rumblings of the very foundations of the tower beginning to break.
I sense danger. I sense danger. She's gonna stand upright.
The device
That-
lights up so bright that none of you can stare at it save Poncerus. You hail from the Feywild. In this drab world, having dark vision is often a useful thing, but those who hail from the Fey, this brightest of places, have bright vision and can stare directly into the sun without blinking. As you look at this thing, you see
It's a weird talent.
it glows and glows. You hear it, all of you. Objective. Reconstruct body. Calculation. Death toll. Acceptable. You hear, you watch as the singular eye that's inside of it, like a cat's eye, a slit that goes up to bottom, tracks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in incredibly rapid sequence. The 5 of you looks past you up towards the entrance where you came from, and you feel the sudden input of massive amounts of energy. Your hair, if you have any, rises. Your senses are super tingling. Crane, the scent of magic at this point is so cloying and overpowering you almost want to throw up. And Caustic, or rather Aeus, it goes without saying that every last one of your hairs is just on end. It is aiming upwards and away from you. What is it that you want to do?
I think that Ray would want to get everyone to safety immediately and would start gauging the area, looking for the safest and quickest escape route.
This area is locked beneath intentionally. There is one way in and one way out.
Does that way out look usable?
That's the way that you close behind you, where people are still banging at the door.
Oh, are they in danger too?
I think everybody's in danger.
I'm sorry. Death toll acceptable? What does this mean?
Yeah, can you talk? Hello there.
With a sudden beam of pure arcane energy goes up, melts the door, instantly vaporizing the walls, the steel, the magical reinforcements, and with a flash of light, you watch as the orb that was standing a moment in front of you disappears, leaving a trail of melted, molten metal, a massive gaping hole that goes through, and even from where you are, the afterlights, whether you closed your eyes or not, it's very hard to see anything except that you can already smell charred metal, charred magic, and charred bodies. Here's what you know. And here's what you've put together, presumably. This city, in its entirety, runs on magic. By disconnecting this device, things that have worked for 100 years are quickly going to start breaking apart. The tower itself, already, you can hear the foundations cracking and creaking. There are 3 sort of major areas in town that are often very occupied with magic. I'll tell you what they are. The healing pools, where people go there to rest and get regenerated. Who knows what's happening there? The Court of Seasons, where the Fey realms sort of border with Elmara. And the Battery, the sort of foundry where the shields of the city and the arcane batteries run to protect the city. There is also just simply getting the hell out of here and leaving the city to tumble on its own. What do you guys
Hey.
want to do?
Let's get out
Is-
first, maybe.
In a moment of panic, absolutely not paying attention to anyone else, just sees this destruction in front of her. No, 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 no! And stupidly or without thought, she reaches, like, seeing the cracks in the foundation, trying to push it back together, taking the dust, trying to fill those cracks, seeing the walls begin to crumble, picking up each of the pieces, trying to shove them back in and hold them back. My city, my home. No, put it back. Tell them to put it back.
Crane has folded in on himself.
No.
Literally.
No.
I am still looking for the most viable escape route, and I'm also going to be moving to the closest person to me to shoulder him, and I'm going to try to shoulder as many and take them out.
The only escape route is the one that this creature, this device, this oracle has made with its I-beam.
Okay.
Do you know where it went?
Do you know where it went?
Sorry, it just I-beamed. I thought it like passed.
It
just
I-beamed?
I-beamed, and it's in front of us.
No, it then
Vanished.
just vanished.
I'm gonna cast locate object on it.
100%. As you go to cast locate object, you feel it ping. It's about 1,000 feet away from you, right?
You all see, yeah, my eyes glow. It's 1,000 feet, and through me is like basically a ways, like a constellation. One light that keeps going towards where it's going.
You feel it for just a brief moment. Somewhere in the Tower of Prophecy, this thing has dimension doored away on some level, and a moment later, it disappears again, dimension dooring yet again, but further out from where you can reach. It made us stop somewhere in the tower up above on like the 28th, 23rd floor, somewhere up there, and then it just jumps again.
I can get us there.
All of us?
Yeah.
Listen, the machinist, the arcanists did not understand what this was. We did not understand what this was. I'm never having soup again. I was in a haze.
It was
Sorry, I
very
couldn't
bad
help.
soup.
It was very bad soup.
Oh, good. All right.
We have to stop this. Whatever it is, it can't hurt people. It can't kill
We must
people.
leave now.
This tower is coming
Foundation
down.
falling. Please.
There are a lot of people that are still here. We gotta get them out.
How big is the hole in the door?
The door, the beam of that it just shot out
Yeah,
is...
It's big.
Hang on, 10, 20, it's 30 feet wide, 30 by 30. It just like...
Okay, cool.
It's like a disintegration ray, but it just melted everything in its path.
Crane is going to find the largest piece of machinery, something that is generally like, shell shaped, like a concave shape. Largest piece that would probably fit all of us if we were going to be in it. And he's like, get in, as he jumps onto it. And you see him starting to cast a spell. He's going to use his 6th level spell slot to cast animate objects, making this animated. And it, given that it has no, I'm assuming this, whatever object this is, doesn't have legs or anything. It gets
so
a fly
what
speed of.
What you see, yeah, it's sort of like the bowl where this device was sort of held in.
Yeah.
Like sort of a bowl, and if you want it to have legs, it could easily have legs. But if you want it to either walk like a spider or it could float, it's up to you.
Yeah. I think if it doesn't, then it gets a fly speed of 30 feet.
Perfect.
So I get everyone in, and it like breaks free of its moorings, and we're gonna try and fly out of there. If it uses movement and action, I can kind of like 60 feet, kind of rush it.
Perfect. You guys all hop in to this little. Perfect.
Somebody will probably need to drag Aes in.
I feel like Ray picks Aes up, like how we were before, Princess Carrie, and be like, don't worry, I will rescue you. Almost like an official fireman or something. And bring you into the little boat.
As you pick her up, I don't know if she puts up a fight or not, but Aes is preoccupied with the walls. You tell me, Aes.
Pretty broken, just
Okay.
collapse in your arms.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, is anyone, does Audra see if anyone is hurt as we're doing this? Is anyone injured?
Good question.
I'm a little.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I have a few hit points gone, but it'll.
I will take it.
Yeah.
It's like a boo boo.
Okay. I'm gonna clock that, and when I can use my thing and combo my thing, good to know. Thank you.
The hand, or the sort of like flying bowl, picks you up.
I like that it's a hand, like
Perfect.
a giant hand is like carrying us out.
Excellent. This enormous hand picks you up, and of broken metal and molten metal just kind of flies out. And as you exit, you can hear the tower. The cracks are running up this mile-long tower that just shoots up in the sky. And as you break through the doorway, you look around. It is absolute chaos. Mayhem has broken out in the city, where Elmara hasn't felt a raindrop or wind or anything in the past 100 years unless it was wanted. The shield that has protected, this dome that has protected the city, this arcane protection, is broken. You can see like glass just kind of peeling back, and winds are buffeting down. You can see, you hear these loud thudding noises. The automatons that were controlled by the Oracle, by the magic of the Oracle, are falling out of the sky, no longer possessing any sort of will, brain, nothing. And these heavy things, and as you look for a moment, you see one of the people down, running in panic, leaving nothing but a smear. People are screaming, they're tearing out. Where do you want to go? From this vantage point, you can see that fires have broken out nigh instantly. The healing pools in the distance that have like this large pool around has this tree in the middle of it, or this rather column in the middle of it. Things are looking, this green haze is coming off of it. The court of seasons, the Fey court, you can see things shambling that should not be shambling. Which direction? Where do you want to go? What neighborhood? Or do you want to stay and go investigate the tower where this thing went? Where are you going?
I'm gonna fly over to Aes. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and push some cold air across her face. Listen. This is wrecked. But there's a lot of people down there. There is still something that can be saved. You know the infrastructure of this city better than anything else. The magic is gone. We gotta just accept that. Where can we help right now? What's gonna need the most help here?
If the most help to get people out,
Yes.
the sewers will hold the strongest. They have the most structure around it. The ground itself might reinforce what's already built. If we could tunnel people down there, they're less likely to get buried by the rubble, I think.
Okay. It's not a bad idea.
I don't know.
It's something.
Crane, hearing that, the illusion that he made of the multiple Ponceruses is still there. It's a permanent illusion, and so he changes it to be a 20-foot tall version of the machinist, telling people to flee and to get into the sewers. So you're just walking through beneath us, through the people.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy and like echo that message louder to help
Hell
Crane?
yeah.
Okay.
As you do so, you watch this
Yeah.
effigy of this image of the machinist, his kindly, benevolent face sort of shouting out, like echoing across what remains of the streets. Behind you, are you staying put here in the plaza, or are you moving towards, there's the rich neighborhood, the sort of poor neighborhood? Where are you going?
Do you want to try and go up a bit to see where the oracle stopped off?
Where the orb
to see-
stopped?
In the tower, like if we go up a little bit.
Did it go to the tower, or did it just fly off out of sight?
Oh, it dimension doored somewhere in the tower and then jumped again. So he had detect object and he found where it was,
so
and then it
it's-
jumped again. It did two jumps.
We don't have. Is there any reason to believe it's still in the city?
It's not within 1,000 feet of Odise.
Okay.
The city's pretty wide though, so
Yeah.
I think we should head to one of the more magical parts of town where there's probably a little bit more chaos and see what we can do to help. And maybe just keep an eye out for the orb. If it could dimension door that quickly, that much, it could be anywhere by now.
I've got about 10 minutes with this, so if we make our rounds, we move as fast as we can possibly. I will let you know if I clock anything. Otherwise, we should try to get people to safety. And then we deal with whether or not this thing is trying to kill people. It did say, once again, casualties, number, it didn't care. I don't know what that means with very little context, but I think saving people matters more than saving buildings.
Well,
Ray is looking at all the automatons that are lifeless on the ground, and then she's gonna like look at Poncerus. Am I going to die?
Hopefully not today.
It seems my siblings have no more life.
Well,
Odd that I am still here.
seems like you're powered by something a little special, just like our paper man over here.
The hand kind of closes around us and zooms through the night air. I realize it only lasts for a minute, so we got some. We have a little bit of a sprint, and then we'll.
So where are you going?
Oh, no.
Are you going up the tower? Are you going in? And
No,
so
we'll-
there are like three major sort of areas. I mean, there's also your home. There's a bunch of places you could go, but the most magical areas, if suggested by Cinder, the healing pools, the foundry where the automatons are partially manufactured, and where the battery that powers the shield is, and the Fae of courts, the court of the Fae.
This is happening at night, right?
This is
So-
nighttime. Oh yeah, and the
Okay,
lights,
okay.
like the city you watch is like, it's just being plunged in darkness. All the Everlights that have been on forever, as far as you know, are just kind of as the wave of disenchantment is just kind of, careens and just blows out from the center out towards the city.
Which of those would be more of the residential areas for people to stay at night?
So all the of these magical areas, the one that is the most populated is the Court of Seasons. That's where all the
Should
Fey
head-
creatures are. That's where Poncerus's house is. That's probably the most populated region.
could head
Is-
there and try and set it up as a refuge.
Is there a guard or something like that we can organize other people to start? Like, everything is probably chaos right now. Is
Yeah.
there like a town guard or something where it's like we can start delving orders, especially with you, Ponzi, and your sort of authority?
The guardhouse
can try.
is there. Like one of the guardhouses is definitely there.
I can fly there and give some orders and meet you guys somewhere. I'm faster than this boat.
Yeah, we'll head to the Court of Seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys are tearing through the skies, Ponzi with you, you can see the chaos. People are trying to organize themselves. Occasional gouts from the sewers consume, like, literally waves of fire. This whole city, some of the streets are, like, crumbling, falling
Maybe
down.
the sewers is not the
Uh,
best
and you-
idea.
And you
Ace.
see all the years of Artificer, blood witches, blood mages, witches, warlocks, sorcerers, magicians, all of them, all their tests, all their trials and tribulations of potions, just the refuse that wasn't properly cleaned. Now, without the constant magic to keep it in check, just go wild. And you see explosions of blue red fire that just eats in another part of the city. Suddenly the cobbles just turn into large bubbles that just, you see people being captured in 10-foot wide bubbles and being lifted up into the skies. And as you're passing through all of that chaos, you finally see the Court of Seasons. It has, in fact, why am I telling you? I just show you.
Mhm. While we're flying, Adris turns to Crane, and Crane, you see they're like gripping their coat over their heart, and they turn to you and they say, "Did I die again? Did my heart stop again?"
For a little bit. I don't know a lot about human person anatomy, but your heart stopped. I really wanted to help me. You helped me so much, and I couldn't do anything. He had an anti-magic field. If I went there, I would have died.
No, mon chou,
what
this is
would have
not on
saved
you.
you. I would have done it, but
No, mon cœur, no, don't.
As you're making your way, you can see the various sort of like trees, enormous trees where like houses are that sort of are embedded in the enormous tree trunks. You can see the platform, and in the middle, where the tree that was planted, the first tree that was planted here in the court, the crystals and the branches that are covered in this are starting to fade. You see a number of bodies on the ground, unmoving. Dryads, satyrs, pixies, all of them just scattered occasionally twitching. Something is going very wrong here. And I'm going to ask you all to make perception checks just to get us started.
Okay. 25.
Nice. I don't know if anybody's going to beat that, but we'll give everybody a
Yep.
chance.
Well,
didn't-
that's
I didn't beat
3.
Three,
3.
nice.
Does a 3 beat it?
19.
12.
Perfect. Ponzi, I guess.
Oh, I was assuming I was gonna take a little while to get there, so but
You're
I can be back. I'm
You're
back.
Fine. You're fine. They're going the same place that you're going, right? I
Natural
think?
1.
Nice.
I'm distressed. I'm distressed. I'm just trying to look like I'm not.
As you're making your way, Odris,
I can tell you are distressed, Ponsiris.
in this hand, as it's starting to fade, it's been about a minute. This thing
Mhm.
needs a place to land. In the center plaza, moving around what at first appears at a glance like a tree, until you see it shift. This is, you know what tree ants are. You've seen tree ants before.
Mm-hmm.
It is covered in bits and pieces of dryads, of pixies, of satyrs, of elves, eladrin. Its bark is partially ripped, and you can see it has begun to adorn itself, having gone entirely insane. And you can spot with the 25 hidden amongst the ruins, the brambles, creatures that are desperately hiding, trying not to draw this thing's attention as it is walking around and just...
I'm gonna sacred
Oh,
flame it
shit.
right now. I'm gonna get its attention. I'm gonna cast sacred flame. You just see literally eye beams come out of my eyes towards it. Dexterity saving throw.
Mhm.
If we're in range, I don't know how far we are from it.
I'm going to ask before... Crane, where do you land this hand? There are a number of platforms nearby. There are like rope bridges. There are... Where are you putting down your vessel?
I'm gonna put it down like right in the biggest space I can find. Right near that in front of that house, near that tree, near the crystal tree. On the map there. Yeah.
Okay.
Just there is fine.
All right, let me put your guys' down. Oh, I lost them. Where did they go? Okay. I'll fix it in a minute. As you land there, immediately...
Lands the 2 middle fingers lower to create a ramp for us.
If you're attacking it and you're not making any attempt to hide, I'm going to ask you all to roll initiative, please. And because you're coming from the air on that side, I will give you advantage on your rolls.
Just trying to draw it away from people.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5 and a 6, so look out.
5 and a 2.
21 for me.
All right, give me a second. Give me a second.
We're all just nervous.
Go, 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 go.
I'm trying to find...
I spaced out for a sec. This is our initiative.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
There's
advantage.
AS. Let's say this is Crane because I can't remember what I used.
right,
Odris.
Tell me when you're ready for my.
And just 1 second.
Yeah.
There's an update to Tailspire, and I just didn't do it. Okay. So give me initiatives again. Sorry, 25 to 20? 20 to
Me.
50. Oh, Ponzi.
21.
Perfect. 20 to 15?
18.
15.
So Ray. And then...
Look at this lightning speed Tailspire usage, just flying.
And then the last two, I guess, Crane and Odris.
I also got 8.
Who has the
Let's
higher
go. I have a
modifier?
+2.
I also have a +2. Want to roll for it?
All right.
You guys can
Sure.
just choose if you want, but that's also okay.
You know what?
I
You
got
want
a
to go first?
9.
Oh, perfect. I got a 10. Yeah, you were so close.
So-
3 will go first.
Here and then like this. Okay, let me roll for our buddy over there. 9 plus. Okay. So top of the round, Ponzi, as you recognize this tree ant, this is hazel spray. Hazel spray is a hazel. It is known for walking around and leaving behind it a beautiful scent People who want peace of mind or quiet will often climb into its branches and leaves to read a book, to enjoy smoking a pipe, whatever it is that they want to do. And currently, you watch as it has grabbed its own bark and ripped off literal shreds off its body. It is leaking sap. It has embedded inside of it bits and pieces of other fey creature that dwell here. It is causing destruction. And as you land, you watch as Odris begins to prepare his spell. Their spell, creatures are hiding. Redcaps, every manner of fey creature, elves, half-elves, all manners of things. And what really surprises you, Ponzi, is in its chest, you watch as it has let's just say, a recognizable body of your manservant, who has sadly been slain. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
This is bad. Looking around, seeing everybody panicking at this thing, I'm gonna pull out an arrow. I'm gonna whisper a song of the ancients to the bolt before I launch it at the ground at the feet of the gnarled, twisted treant, and I'm going to cast plant growth around the treant. It's going to be a 100-foot radius, I think. Let me just double check.
100 foot? Damn, that's the whole platform.
Take it all.
Yeah, 100-foot radius centered on a point that you can see becomes thick terrain. 4 feet of movement. 1 foot of movement requires 4 feet of movement.
Okay.
And I'm going to, and you can specify places that are not affected. So I'm going to also draw lanes so that Aes and Ray can run around too. So like imagine like 2 5-foot pathways that lead to it from where we are, but the rest is just surrounding it in this plant growth, trying to slow it down. So
you got it.
Get to other people.
Some little fox runs for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Exactly.
Anything else you're doing, Ponzi? As you cast this, you watch brambles. The ground, the platform itself is made of wood, and just these weeds, thorny, large brambles like begin to grow in the air, but leaving those 2 runs for your friends. Anything else?
I'm gonna look to see do I see any wherever there seems to be a lot of people hiding. I'm gonna try to be in a different place and just be bright and in the air to try to draw its attention away.
The building
from
behind
the
you
hiding
has
citizens.
definitely people that are hiding. So if you want to take to the air and get closer, you can.
Yeah, I'll take to the air and get a little closer.
All right. Ray, you're up next, and Aes, you're up next.
Ray is going to look at Aes. I will take left. Will you flank the right? Meaning, let's go on opposite sides.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. Whatever you want, whatever you think is best.
She very mechanically touches the gem on her chest, and her pink eyes turn white, and she says, overcharge initiated. And then you just see her, and within a second, she's gone and then reappears in a sliding motion as she takes her hands that are now like stabby things, and she's gonna slice through.
Nice.
Let me roll. She's gonna make these attacks reckless.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Let me see what she needs. I don't know what she needs to get, but let's see. 19.
19 absolutely hits.
Fuck. Yes. All right, let me find my appropriate die. So it is going to be. I rolled a 1, but it's a +6 +10. So 16 on that first attack.
Nice.
And then she's going to make her second attack.
You got it.
Probably no bueno. That is a 13.
13 does not hit, sadly.
Okay, I feel like she gets stuck on some hardwood, and
You
Pulls
have your
her
hasted
arms up.
action still.
that's true. I forgot. Yeah. Okay, that'll be the third attack. 17.
17 hits.
Woohoo!
And so that you guys don't keep asking, its AC is 17.
Okay, excellent. So she's going to do 17 additional damage.
Nice. As you run
Okay.
up, like in a very anime sort of style, disappears, sliding behind it. You slice twice. You catch it in the ankle because it's fairly tall. Just the size of the foot of this thing is as big as you, and you watch as you. The creature suddenly, which was like completely quiet, and you watch as sap, boiling hot sap, comes screaming out. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. I can do that. 19.
That's a save.
Sick.
With this, you watch as it leaves sap that's sticky on the ground beside you, but you are not hit. Aeus, you're up.
All right. We're going to make the move over at the right, just channeling all of this anger and frustration that she's feeling and this destruction of her space. She kind of, what's might be these? Yeah, just go ahead and take her straight in over on the right side then.
What's your movement speed?
My movement speed is going to be 50.
50 doesn't quite get you there.
Dang it. Okay.
She had haste, so it doubled her movement.
That's fair. Let's go ahead and keep a little bit further distance then, and I'm going to go ahead and just throw a dart then.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Go for it.
16 to hit.
That's a miss. 17
Okay.
is the AC, yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Question for the DM: is there flanking in this? Do you employ flanking?
I do. However, once it's 2 sizes bigger than you, then it's irrelevant just because of how big it is. It doesn't. Really care.
Okay, just
But yeah,
then
it's a good
stand
question.
wherever you want. Although you still should probably not stand too close to me in case I decide to do something drastic.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm trying to be on the opposite side of the monster.
That's
of you.
perfect. I think that's kind of like what we're going to be coordinating here
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're 2 melee and
Yeah.
things
Either
get
you
real
attack the
messy.
front and I attack the back, that sort of thing.
Let's be we're the pincher sisters.
Yes. Yeah. We'll keep them right there. That'll
So
be
first
Aeus's
attack
turn then.
misses.
Oh
you
yeah,
have
second
multi-attack,
attack then.
yeah.
Yes. Well, it's
I love being high level. It's
There
so
we go.
fun.
30-20 then.
Do
Dirty
stuff.
20 absolutely hits.
Okay, it is range, so I at least do get a sneak attack because she's within 5 feet of that.
Yes, she is.
So that's going to be
That's right. You guys multi-classed. Yeah. Dude, what if I got 2 levels of fighter and just started action surge?
You would kill the thing in one turn.
that is going to be 12 points of damage.
Amazing. All right. What is it that you throw?
It literally is just small toothpicks that she always has in her pocket, and she's
Nice.
just very precise with them.
I love that. Okay. The toothpicks just, like, the one just kind of burrows itself in there. And you watch again as sap comes out of it, but you're too far to be bothered. It is maddened Hazel Spray's turn. She will attempt to simply kick the shit out of Ray.
Ray's fucking ready.
You didn't rage, right?
No. Well,
Okay.
Ray has never raged in front of anyone before.
That is a
It's
natural
it's a personal.
20.
Hey,
Oh.
Rackham, did you miss me?
Silvery barbs. All right, go ahead. Hit
Silvery
me
barbs.
with-
Thank you.
Wait. What's the range of silvery barbs?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's 60. Let me just double check. It's 60 feet. Am I
You
out?
are out of reach.
No worries.
It was a good effort.
You're 66.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm
Nasty.
so happy. Oh my god, yay. Silvery barbs. Suck it.
Them's the breaks. It's all good. It's all good.
But that was a great call out. As this thing goes to stomp you, Ray, you feel the weight of this huge creature that weighs in the well over 1,000 pounds. It is so it's double this. You suffer not too bad, 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And you are knocked prone.
Oh my.
You guys watch as it crushes the foot, and you see Ray face down, partially pushed into the ground. It's going to make a follow-up attack, and this time it's going to use its many limbs, trees, branches, all of it to slam down on you, and it has advantage because you are prone.
Wow.
That is 18 plus 10, 28 to hit.
Uh-huh.
You suffer a further 23 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Are you still standing? You're fine, right?
I am quite low, but
Nice.
I can maybe survive another hit. Maybe.
This thing
Maybe.
stomps down. You watch as Ray, who is impossible to defeat, yet she is pushed to the ground before following up with a flurry of branches, leaves. And as it pulls up, there is sap everywhere, and this creature rips a piece of its own bark. And Potsy, you're the one who oh, actually, it's between you and Aes. Let me roll a quick d4. 1, 2, Potsy, 3, 4, Aes. I don't know what the die is doing. 2, Potsy. I need you to make a dex save, please.
Oh, I would love to. It's one of my favorite saves to make.
Amazing.
Natural 20.
As
I
it,
am a leaf on the wind.
all right, Wash. You know
Oh,
how that
that's
ended up for Wash, all right? As it throws this sappy piece of bark to try to capture the, with like a bug sticky tape to bring it to the ground. You are a leaf on the wind, and it entirely misses you. Odris, it is your turn.
Does this thing look like it's a plant? Like a big sort of...
It absolutely
Okay.
does. It's a tree that's gone insane.
I'm gonna move. I can't get within 30 feet, can I?
Yeesh, that'll maybe. What's your movement speed?
It is only 30 feet.
No.
There's a fox trail for you to follow.
No, it's a bit out of my reach. I will move 30 feet towards it.
Okay.
Actually, if I can get a melee with Aes, I would love to do that.
Yeah, you are.
I would love that too. Thank you.
You see in their tight leather pants, their night robe up in the air, running in their
Very
slippers.
shiny.
Is there like a squeaky sound as you run? Is it here?
Yeah, squeak, squeak, squeak. You also hear a little meow as my constellation forms, my Halcyon constellation, and you see almost this like mech suit of constellation turning me into this glowing cat boy. As I go up to Aes, that's my bonus action, and I cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Yes.
So that's going to be with my little thing. That is going to be terrible rolls. Ooh,
Please
wow,
tell me
wow,
as you do
garbage.
it, you go rawr.
And,
Why would you do that to the Leonin? Come on now.
only very, very bad. Only 13. But are you also within 30 feet? I think. Shoot. No, I'm gonna heal you. Are you still after 13? You're still looking rough, right?
I'm
I get an
about
additional?
halfway.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do the additional to you.
Cool.
Ooh, not great rolls as well. 13. So 26 total to you.
Okay.
Still not
that's my
bad.
turn. Yeah.
I'll take it.
That is for now, and I'm going to stay there.
All right, Crane, what are you doing? And Ponce, you're up next.
I move 30 feet up.
Yeah.
And then I should be within 60 feet of Ray.
Wait, she doesn't have thumbs right now. Oh, she's on the ground.
You are just off.
I'm alive.
You're just at 5 feet too. It's just 5 feet too far.
So I'm not
Maybe
within
if I
60
get you
feet
here,
of
hang
Ray.
on, hang on. Let me do this. Okay, I'll give it to you. 31. Close enough. 1, 2.
Oh yeah, no,
3,
it's 60
4,
feet
5.
of Ray.
Oh, 60 feet. Oh,
So
you're
I
fine.
move
Yeah.
30 feet and then 60 feet.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
I am going to. You see, Crane's hand transforms, like folds into this little two-legged creature that jumps off, runs across the ground, and wraps itself around Ray's body. As it does, folds larger and larger until scales form across it, and you take the form of a T-Rex.
Nice. You polymorph.
Oh, that was so cool.
Oh,
So well described.
well,
Nice.
I have. Okay, that's a different idea than
Sorry,
what
I hope that's okay. You just look like you're in trouble, and this makes people not in trouble.
I'm changing my role.
Chicken
Crane
meat.
is
I
the
feel like
best healer in the group.
It's like dinosaurs meets Transformers. Wasn't that like one of the latest
Yeah.
Transformers
Oh
movies?
yeah, Beast Wars.
Beast
I'm
Oh.
going to find
I had a Beast Wars
tree.
toy when I was a kid.
Damn.
T-Rex
Megatron turning
body.
into a T-Rex. It
As
ruled.
you look to Ray, I mean, you could choose to like resist the spell, I guess.
No, she's laying down. Like she was okay, so I feel like as she was down and the sap is dripping on her head, her eyes are starting to flash, and you start hearing like not coming out of her mouth, but like defensive mode, and it looks like something really bad's about to happen that no one wants to see. That could be very destructive. But suddenly the magic envelops her, and then you see a T-Rex on the ground curled up like a kitty cat donut.
Nice.
T-Rex.
little head buried.
Little hands, big, like, and then you just see a head pop up and
You okay?
and you see
I didn't
her
want to
create
impose.
little. Oh. I don't think she could talk, but she's smiling very big because this is the first time she's ever been organic.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make it look like the latest Transformer movie where you just look like a robot if you want.
Oh, yeah, I guess I would kind of look like a robot T-Rex. You know what? We'll go with
It's up
that
to you.
one. She
Nice.
just unfolds on herself and refolds, and then is like,
Yes.
You
Can I
transform into like no, you can't. But you know what? As a robot T-Rex, sure.
do I keep
Yeah.
my
Honestly,
same
purists
intelligence
are
and all of
really-
that?
You
You
take
I
on
think with
on
polymorph,
everything from the
You
creature.
take on everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys.
Wild shape would be the one where you get to keep like your ants and
Gotcha.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have an intelligence of 2.
Nice.
But there is a big threatening thing I'm imagining. That's what I'm going to go for when it's my turn.
Yeah. Bonzi, you're up.
I
You
can't
watch.
promise I'm not going to start wrecking her. So you might want to
Again, keep our distance from you. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Good
I
plan.
am not in
Yeah.
control anymore. I am going to use my moves.
You see this thing that sort of happens. It looks like a folded paper meets a mech dinosaur the size of a house that Ray has turned into. What do you want to do?
Is it my turn? No, it's
no,
Ponce's
it's Ponce,
turn.
and then
Sorry.
I'm going to fly so that I am maybe 30 feet away from our dear treant in front of them so they can see me, sort of, again, pulling away from the people. I would like to, if possible, can I get to the other side of the big crystal tree or no?
What's your movement speed?
35.
You can get here, so not quite.
Okay.
It's a
alright,
big
that's
platform. Like it's
yeah, that's
big
fine.
area,
That's
yeah.
fine. That's fine. I'm gonna say, what? Seems like you're looking for magic. Why are you messing with those folks? I'm the sweetness over here. I am the ambassador of the Feywild. I'm the most magical thing in this place. Look at me. Pay attention to me. And then I'm going to favored foe it, and then I'm going to shoot 2 arrows at it. With
Go
my
for-
little-
absolutely.
with my little bow.
And
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be. I could make a voice check if I need to. But...
we'll do an
I've-
intimidation after. Yeah.
I'm thinking it's like, oh wow, get down with the sweetness, motherfucker. Come on, get
That
down with
is,
the sweetness.
That's a million. 15 plus 12.
That hits
Some high number.
some high number.
Just round up from there.
That's gonna be 10 plus 3 plus 5. So that's 18 damage on the first arrow.
You got it.
And then the second one is gonna miss. That's a 2. So that's a 14. So that'll probably
14
miss.
does miss. I need
Alright.
you to make an intimidation check as you're talking to this thing and shoot it almost point blank as it sort of looks up. You can see the leaves and the berries that act almost like eyes to this thing as it looks towards you.
Oh, please be good. Oh, dang it. I rolled a 2, but that is still a 15.
Okay. It's looking at you, but then you get the sense that it's directly looking at the enormous T-Rex that just manifested. And
Reasonable.
maybe that's more dangerous than the tiny pixie. Are you doing anything else, Ponce?
That is all my stuff.
All right, Ray, you're up.
Oh, I'm gonna roar. really loud.
I know, Ray.
Is my overdrive, is it still active?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You have haste as a
So-
mecha T-Rex. I don't even know
so-
what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, so I have multi-attack, which means 1 bite and 1 tail attack. Would I just add an additional...
So the tail attack
bite?
can't be against the same creature, which is bizarre for the T-Rex. You have a bite, and the tail has to be
Oh.
behind you, so you could do a bite and a second bite with the
Okay.
haste attack,
Cool.
which is
That's
all kinds
so
of busted.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so I can only do 1,000 damage. Oh,
Well, we'll see. Because I
Jeez.
mean, it's plus to hit is just a little bit more than my original. It's one additional plus to hit, so
Yeah.
it's
one
fine.
additional.
but it also
Let's
does
go.
like 40,
It's
12
the-
damage. You know what I mean?
Do it. Do it.
Oh, it does. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Are you a hasted T-Rex?
She is.
Yeah.
Move those legs.
I hit. It hit.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 16.
Yeah,
so
for
that
sure.
plus the 10. Okay, so 26. Okay, did you say it was 40, 12?
40, 12 plus 7.
Do I still get my great? No, just kidding.
No,
Great master.
can I
I'm
hit it
just
for a
kidding.
trillion damage, please?
Why not?
This
How
has
is
never-
a T-Rex's jaw not considered a great weapon?
This has never happened to me before, and I'm just so excited. This is my first time playing a martial class, and
First time playing a T-Rex.
Yeah.
first time as a T-Rex.
Look at
Beautiful.
This. Look at those special effects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take a bite.
21, 22,
Oh.
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Plus 7?
As I,
37.
no, that's
including
including
the
the 7.
Okay. 30 points of damage. As you bite, you take out a chunk of bark. It's too big for you to be able to swallow this thing. But as you rip a piece, there's spray of sap that goes everywhere. Make your second attack.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do with your haste attack. You decide.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I have to. Like,
Hey, you don't have to. You can let my guy
Do
live.
it. Do it. Do
I
it.
want to be a
do
T-Rex, man. I want to be a super speedy T-Rex. 26.
Also heads. I'm a sad T-Rex.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Okay. 22, 23, 29.
Whew.
Plus 7.
Go.
29 plus 7,
Thanks.
so
Oh my God.
36.
Okay.
Nice.
Once and twice you bite. It's turning. It's facing you, and it's trying with its branches and its leaves, its feet
I'm
to
gonna
just kind of
give,
kick
like,
you off.
The Jurassic Park. I look like I feel like the coolest I've ever felt ever.
I need you to still make a dexterity saving throw, as you know, like this Godzilla versus T-Rex fight is kind of going down. These two titans are like
Hey.
clashing.
I no longer have. So I used to have resistant. No, you know what? Never mind. That's not true because I'm not raging. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I have resistance to fire when I rage, but that does not apply. Okay.
Sorry, a joke from chat. Someone said, "I guess your bite is worse than its bark," and I'm like, Jesus
Hey.
Christ.
Okay. I got a
That's
16.
pretty great.
16 is good enough. Okay, as the spray of sap, burning sap, goes everywhere,
I go-
it does not connect. You are
My little
one
hands.
dexterous T-Rex, man. Ray, are you doing anything else?
Other than I'm gonna pose really amazingly, and then I'm gonna peek back at the group and go,
They're watching you with your thumbs. Yeah.
the tiny like thumbs in
Yeah.
there.
yeah, I'm gonna try to scratch my face and be like,
But you can't.
That doesn't. I
Doesn't-
tried to give you longer arms. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry.
That's
So
the
what,
ninth
is,
level
what does
polymorph.
Crane think about this? This is like his second day alive, and he just like can manifest giant monsters.
Just like from the books.
Just like from the books.
You learned this all from picture books.
oh, that
Amazing.
means that my T-Rex is probably not anatomically accurate. 'cause it's
Yeah,
just
you're
coming
like a
from memory.
cartoon
It's like I'm like
T-Rex.
a T-Rex drawn from memory.
From Toy Story.
It's like was it Yoshi and like you know when he's made of yarn or whatever, you're like a little
Yeah,
super cute.
You're like you're made like from a kid's book about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You're kind of like more
And
like
robot,
cutesy
yeah,
looking.
Yes.
yeah.
What was it? The movie? We're back.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's what I was
I
thinking.
love that movie.
Yes.
I
It's
ate
so
some of the
cute.
super cereal. Okay, that's my turn.
AS, you're up.
Okay, will 50 feet get me there on the more right side, or is this tree just gonna
Yes,
make
no,
things difficult?
no, you can. You're fine.
Awesome. On this end, as desperate as I am, can I just climb on it, like on the backside?
Hell yeah! And you're
All
level
right.
11, so you don't need to roll. It's just like a
No,
surface.
yeah.
You just you're like
Yeah.
Naruto running up the tree for sure.
Total cat climb, digging those claws in as I run up, and along the back, I just want to hit it with my stick, just
You-
like at the nape of the neck. So that
Nice.
feels like
we got some
the right thing we should do.
Oh,
absolutely.
it's like Attack on Titan.
Yes. Yeah, I should have brought a blade for this. That is going to be 26.
Let me check. Oh, okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay, awesome. You know, I always like to ask
never
just
know.
in case. You right?
Yeah,
Okay.
So it's
That's
nice to
gonna
ask.
be initial 7 points of damage. We're gonna hit again, hopefully.
Nice.
That is going to be 18.
18 hits. Yes.
18 hits. Good. Okay, and that's going to be 8 points of damage, and then I'm going to do Hand of Harm on top of it. Kind of after hitting it twice with the stick, Ace in her frustration is just going to, with her right hand, let those claws pop out and just try to dig in to this.
Okay.
right.
This is an unarmed attack you're doing now.
Yes, that will
Okay.
be a 19.
Hits.
Okay, plus then 6 necrotic.
Okay. As you're punching, you watch as chunks of the tree fly off. You need to make a dex save, please, as this sap equally is sort of like kind of leaking out of this thing.
17.
You're fine.
Sorry. No, I'm not getting off. Quit ruining my stupid town. And you can just see she just keeps whacking away, trying to release any anger that she has.
A lot of anger. Anything. So you're holding on, right? You're not letting
Yes.
go. Okay,
No,
you're sort
no.
of riding this thing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeehaw.
The artwork that could be made out of
Yes.
this.
Maddened hazel spray.
One hand, claw on the other.
With a T-Rex in front of it, you climbing on the back of it.
This is an
It's-
epic fight.
It's going to. It's not very. Let me just double check how smart this thing is. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
does it
not
know that
stupid.
I'm-
What, can I steer this thing?
You maybe.
Is it possible to ratatouille it?
maybe? Not this turn, but perhaps.
No.
It's going to. Yeah, there's a stupid T-Rex here, and it has no idea that it came from Crane. Yeah,
No.
it's not quite that smart in this state.
It
Okay.
did see the way that I described the spell was very much
It's
a
not.
direct
Yeah,
line from me to it, but yeah.
Zach's like,
Stop
"Please fuck me
it!
now."
I want to
I'm just-
Feel
T-Rex,
bad.
I need you to make a strength check, please. Athletics. You have plus.
I have the stat sheet right
Yeah,
here.
perfect, yeah, yeah.
I have a 25 strength.
So you have plus 5 to your
Oh
roll.
my God.
Plus 7.
Plus
according-
7.
all
Sorry,
day.
plus 7. Yeah.
All right. Fuck yeah. Oh, good thing I have a plus 7 because I rolled a 5. So 12.
I rolled a 9, but I have plus 6, so that's a 15.
Ooh.
You guys
got a
watch
12.
as
It's close enough
It's
for it
close.
to look cool.
as you put up a fight. This thing with its many branches and leaves grabs you, and like somebody referenced Street Fighter earlier. Like Guile from Street Fighter, it's going to German suplex you backwards as it just drops you.
The whole place is just like.
Am
So
I
need,
crushed when it does this suplex attempt?
I need you to make a dex save. You're just ahead of me.
Okay.
This in my mind is the coolest thing.
It's a
Why?
26.
Why couldn't we be as
26?
popular as Critical Role
Yeah.
so we could have an animated show?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Right?
Right? We need it. I'm
We'll
just
get
going to
this.
run
We
over
got
this
this.
thing. Like, I'm adept. Like, I sense the movement. I'm running over its shoulder as it flips on.
Perfect. So you
Belly
stay,
of the beast.
Perfect. You just switch sizes. As it with its enormous weight, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw now with disadvantage, Mr. T-Rex, and the DC is 18, please.
With disadvantage.
Yeah. As you're grappled and you're
Wow.
restrained, it's going to literally just try to smash you on the ground.
Okay.
This feels like a child's playroom where they just have random
no!
toys battling
I got
it out.
a nat 20 and a 7.
Oh.
So I fail. I fail.
Uh,
What's
it-
your total? What's your total?
7.
Oh, well,
I have a 0 to dexterity.
Oh,
T-Rex is not particularly graceful.
Dexterous. No.
As
I
it
have a
just lands on top of you. It's not super devastating, but it's gonna hurt. You suffer. I mean, you're a T-Rex. What does it matter? 20 plus 26 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are
It just made me mad.
you are pinned. It lies sort of on top of you. It is prone, but it is directly sort of like we're watching MMA at this moment as it just lands and smashes
it's
you.
pinning me down.
It's pinning you down, and you watch as many,
she
many,
hot?
many of the trees, the branches begin to extend. It's looking to grab and meld itself into the floor to encompass you almost like a strangling cocoon. Audrey,
How much damage did I take again?
20. What? I don't remember what I said. 26.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to keep that on the calculator.
Audris, you're up.
how bad is it looking?
It's looking hurt. I mean, it's hard to say between its own ripped, bark and the sap that's everywhere, but some of the branches have quite literally broken off when it got bit by a freaking giant hasted T-Rex. So it can't be doing very well.
Andres is going to walk within 30 feet of it, slowly, as the constellation form that is this Catboy suit turns into this fiery, like purple-flamed fox, as I switch forms at the top of my turn to my Parantha form. And I'm going to, seeing what Aes did with their Naruto run, I'm going to fling Starry Ninja Stars above it, and it's going to make this big sort of like light, and like a magnifying glass, it's going to burn this thing. I'm going to cast Blight. It's a plant, so it's going to take max dice damage.
I have to make a con saving throw, I think, with disadvantage.
nice choice.
I don't know if it's disadvantage.
Yeah,
is it disadvantage for the plant?
I
Let me
think
double
because
check.
it's a plant. I think there's this. I think it's dumb like that.
Let me double check.
Why are you so mean?
Oh, it does have disadvantage. Yep.
Is it con? It's con, right?
Yeah, it is Constitution.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. It's too late.
It's okay.
I just realized I actually have advantage on dex saves.
But that's you, but not the T-Rex, right?
I mean, does that not carry over?
I guess so. It would carry over.
It's
That's
fine.
okay, it's happened now.
Whatever. Yeah, it's happened.
I
I
rolled-
forgot about that.
16 and 20. We'll take the 16. My con save is +5, so 21. Don't silvery barbs. I mean, what?
Silver barbs. I've been holding for it. So yes, that's the plan. Silver barbs.
All right, I roll it again.
Yeah.
Come on, big dice. 3. Damn it! For a total of 8.
So that's 64 points of necrotic damage.
Dang!
Boy, yeah.
And you see, as the light hits it, it becomes like this dark, almost like reverse light, like this what's called like a Vanta Black.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
As a bonus action, the big magnifying glass will split up and turn into these stars, and I'm going to use my archer form to try to attack it.
You don't need to, because
Oh.
as the light takes root of it, you watch the constellation forms along the bark. And this black flame of Vanta Black lightness that just kind of you see as it begins to and just kind of like implodes. There is goop, for the lack of a better word, sap everywhere. Just kind of shatters out. The pieces of limbs of the things that it has flayed and attached to itself equally go flying in a shower of gore. The creature falls permanently silent.
It just is like disintegrates on top of me, my T-Rex self.
One
It
of the
don't-
little bits of starlight just flings over to Crane like a little sheriff badge, and you have advantage on your next roll.
Oh,
You see creatures and entities begin to pull themselves out from the hidden spots, the rubble, the brambles, the houses, and without a word, they start getting their things, and they are running in the direction of what you know to be, or at least used to be functioning, one of the warp gates, one of the passages back to the Feywild. They are running with everything that they have, and in the distance you can hear still the panic across the city from down below that is just shouts and screams. The floor beneath your feet is highly unstable, and you can see these automatons that were meant to look after 10 or equally like still. It is a chaotic mess. Your house is not too far from here, Ponzi. What is it that you guys want to do?
Really quick, while I'm still in this form, I want to like do some healing, if that's okay. Who is looking rough? Who isn't in a polymorph form?
Ray's actual form is very, very, very damaged.
I don't think I can heal you while you're polymorphed.
Well, that is up to Crane.
Are you good being a T-Rex? You done? You want one more roll?
I start looking for something to destroy.
One more.
Okay, maybe we'll take you out of that. The paper unfolds.
I
around
like
you.
this, and then suddenly I'm Ray, and I go,
So
Stretch your arms out again.
rar, 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 rar.
I'm sorry. We didn't want structural
Rar.
damage.
No, this would be good. You say I pull out of my bag. You see this like sort of staff, and at the edge of it is like this glassed pickled heart on it.
Tasty.
Yeah, I kind of decided that if that's okay, GM, the heart that I kept is going to be my staff of healing.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm going to do a first level cure wounds as I turn back to cat form. This should be.
I don't know why, but when you said pickled heart, my mouth watered just a little bit because
Ew, bro.
pickled things
It does
are my
sound good.
favorite things.
I saw. Anyways, talk about it later. That's gonna be 9 plus 8, 17, 20, 20, 12, 32, 37 points of healing with a first level cure wounds.
Oh, wow.
Jeez Louise.
How do you
Feel
do you need
better.
more?
I'll tell you, I am now almost half healed.
One more first level cure wounds.
Do it.
Should we
do it.
take a short rest?
Do we have time? This is scary. Short rest is
I
usually
don't-
about an hour, right?
The tree around you, the tree of crystals, the tree of names that has been planted here, the first one, every single one of these crystals is either somebody who was born here or somebody who was moved here. And you can see and you can hear the break of the magic that sits here. Nothing here
Great.
is stable.
How much was the healing of that?
34 for the second one.
Ah,
First
fuck
level
yeah,
cure.
thank you. I should be good for now.
Anyone else? Just while we're here.
I could take a dose of that.
I'm down 20.
That's overheal. I'll get you later, Crane.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
okay.
Sorry.
No, I have a lot of defensive options, so it's all good. Crane is going to walk up. He sees that this crystal tree is breaking, and there's sap all around, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is gonna start casting a spell. It takes 10 minutes to do this. Tell me if that's a ridiculous thing to do in the current situation.
Me or them?
I mean, like you as the GM, like is if everything's popping off to
10 minutes? This platform won't be here under your feet in 10 minutes.
Okay.
So if you could cast it faster, you could. In 10 minutes time, the
Cannot.
crystals will have like fallen to the ground, but like the floor is shaking. There are dozens of people here, and all of or more that are just kind of beelining for the portal. And you can see, or you can hear the magic of the portal. There are, even from where you are, like you're probably a couple 100 feet away, you can hear the shouts of the spellcasters here that are saying, "We need more! We need to keep it steady! Keep it stable! Get as many people as you can through!"
I have a weird question. Could Ray be used as like a battery?
You don't know? You've never tried?
Because I feel worried about this. This portal is struggling, right? Because it's been cut off from its power source.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would want to try to rush over and somehow interface with it and lend this some energy, just enough. Because we figured 10 minutes this platform is going to fall. If we can keep it open for 5, that could get enough people through.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna help as well.
All right, both of you take off running in that direction. Ponzi, Odris, and AS, what are you guys doing?
It's a almost very slow, sad walk. Kind of as Aes takes in this scene, it's hitting her this realization that she can't fix this. And she just has to let the city fall.
As you're walking here, you recognize countless places that you've been to, or that you've spent time, or that you've cleaned, or that you've even helped plant. Memories of you spending, summers or winters, or in nooks and crannies, fruit that you've picked, or things that you've gotten here to feed other people across the city. You know without a doubt that your city is dying, but maybe there's still something that can be salvaged, and you're following the rest of your friends or companions at the very least, making their way towards the portal. Ponzi, what are you doing?
I'm going to go over to the fallen tree and I'm going to cast a druid craft a little bit and kind of spread some of the branches out, and I'm going to see if I can find a seed pod.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah. Give me a nature check.
Not my strongest, but let's go for it. +0.
Can I give you guidance?
Yeah, you can.
4.
It's
4.
Baldur's Gate. You can just spam guidance whenever you want.
Oh,
4.
4? Yeah.
Okay, D4 will do much.
100%. You're sure you found some grains. There's got to be seeds.
All right, I'm gonna scoop them up.
You got it.
You were a good tree, and I'm gonna put them in a little pouch, close it tight, and go up with the group. And I wanna meet Aes's pace, and I want to take the pouch of the treant seeds and hold them out to her.
What is that?
Something worth saving.
You think this is worth saving?
Yeah.
As it all crumbles around us?
Yeah.
How can you say that with such confidence? Look at this. Look how long it took us to even build this with the help of it. Now that it's run off, you think we can put any of this back together with some seeds?
We're not gonna put it back together. We're gonna make something new.
Yes. I know you think all your love and energy and attention was put into building these structures and keeping them clean, but that's not the thing you affected. You affected the people who lived here. And you will continue to affect them, I promise.
As you're talking, you just literally get shoved by people running by. Just get out of the way if you're not gonna leave. Move, come on! And they're just shouting over you, just like shoving you to get in there.
Stay in the moment, okay?
These people. These selfish people. How many of them are actually helping one another out right
They
now?
are terrified.
They're just grabbing their things.
I know. There's a lot of not good things in people, but they don't deserve to die. No one does. Listen, things can be rebuilt. People, not anymore, apparently. Let's go.
Fine. She'll look at Audrey. She'll look at Ponzi. We are going to rebuild something better.
Exactly.
For better people, though. And she's going to keep moving.
When you looked inside the pouch of what Ponzi gave you, he just gave you weeds. It wasn't at all. He found.
As Aes storms off, Ponzi's gonna share a look with Idris for a second. Thank you, and I'm glad you came back again.
Arriving at the top of the stairs, Aes, almost despite you could see, yes, people are charging into the portal, but there are a number of wizards and druids who are standing by and just like doing everything they can to keep this portal open, and it is fighting them tooth and nail. Ray, Crane, when you arrive there, immediately you sense magic is being siphoned at an incredible pace, and you watch as two of the druids who have been holding and feeding it all the magic they can while they're touching it suddenly poof, poof, just collapse to the ground unconscious. The gateway that spans into the Fey realms is for a brief moment you watch as three people that are about to cross the threshold that moment just get severed in half before the portal is reestablished, and a couple more people just manage to break through, and now there's a big hesitation.
This is a horror show.
Yeah.
It is not good. What do you want to do? The portal is there, and you watch as the wizards, the druids that are left looking, we need some extra help!
I'm going to again see if I'm going to like approach it and see if I have an instinctual way of interfacing with it to lend it a more stable source of energy. Since I'm thinking I am obviously powered by something that is not.
Make a con or a strength check for me, please.
An arcana and strength?
No, a strength or constitution.
Oh, con. Oh, I'll do strength. Okay. Just pure strength?
Yeah. Yeah.
19.
You know you have the strength. You know that you can do something, but it's going to hurt.
I don't care because I am a creation and my purpose is to assist the organics and souls that live here. And I don't know how. I think I would just innately know how to interface. Maybe my fingers turn into the little, like they unhinge from themselves into different tools and they slip right into a part of the structure that is the portal. And I'm going to just start focusing. Please hurry. I don't know how long I can keep this up.
Crane, you're also looking to help?
As Ray does this, I can see that she's interfacing with it directly. I'm going to use the fifth level illusion. I use creation, which like kind of makes a physical object out of shadow matter. I've been kind of like transforming it into different things over the day. It can only be certain kinds of metal for a very limited time. I probably only have 30 seconds of this as I transform it for the last bits of its life into mithril and coat your tools with it.
Cool.
Ray.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you to make an Arcana check, please, Crane, as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is only it's a 15.
Okay, that's good enough. The device siphons energy, magical energy. To keep it open, what the wizards and druids are doing, mechanically speaking, they're feeding it spell slots. They're just feeding it spell slots. You need to provide 10 points worth of spells for it to maintain one more round of staying open. This thing, it takes an incredible amount of magic, and it is a wonder that there are half a dozen of these waygates, or used to be, open at any one time to be siphoning off of that oracle device of every minute of every second of every day. It is pulling that amount of magic. You do not have spell slots, Ray. What you have is literally your life force. For every 30 hit points that you put in this thing, it'll maintain one more round.
Oh.
Is the magical like coating to her tools make any effect?
It will reduce. It's sort of like a DR5. So like yes, it'll reduce the, if she puts 30, she'll only take 25 points of damage, but that's it.
I'm gonna stay hooked up as long as I can. As long as I see people actively trying to get through it, I will, like, you'll have to tear me off of it.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna push it to 0 because I have a cool thing I can attempt if I hit 0. But
I'm
Alright.
gonna go right next to Ray with my little heart staff, and I'm gonna wait and watch very
Okay.
carefully.
I can also pour in 10 points of spells.
That's a lot of spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray, as you connect, in that moment, you watch the wizard and the druid, as the portal stays open, see their opportunity, and they jump through, leaving you and your allies the only one. There is a cohort of probably still 80 or 90 people trying to make, and people
that have to go through.
that have to go through,
Can you
that
guys
want to go through.
please hurry?
This
I
is the
How many can go-
Titanic, and
How-
nobody is being nice. People are shoving each other, trying to get to the portal.
Can Aes and I do something to try to like organize this crowd a little
You
bit?
sure can try.
I'm gonna start yelling at people. And just trying to, anybody that's pushing too much, I'm gonna yell at them. I'm gonna be zipping, zapping, zooping through the crowd, just sort of like being like an angry bouncer.
Okay,
Just yelling at folks to get in line and to rush faster and to be coordinated and to not be assholes.
Okay, you're turning this into a British cue. Okay, I need you to make an intimidation check, please. You're trying to get them coordinated, and at that moment you watch Ray. She's plugged in. They're plugged in, and the portal is. The ports on you, Ray, that were hidden before suddenly like started letting out just steam. You can feel whatever passes for blood, like whether it's arcane oils, whatever this is, just literally boiling inside of you, and the pain transcends anything you've ever felt before. Ponzi, what did you roll?
These rolls are so bad. 16.
16. Okay. There's a bit of organization, and after the first 6 seconds, Ray, you can mark down 25 hit points. You watch as about 12 people. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? It was going to be 1d6 every turn. I'm going to roll 2d6 to see how many make it through.
Okay.
We need 10 points a round.
Or I'm gonna essentially wait till Ray steps off before I start pumping in spell slots.
In the first group, you watch as 11 people, which is an incredible amount, stop shoving and organize themselves enough to pass through, leaving about 69 people, nice, behind. I just said it for you. And they're still pushing and shoving. That's 25 hit points gone. Do you want to keep holding on?
Oh, okay. It's 1 point per round. Okay.
Okay. If they're doing that, I'm going to help Ponsurus by again using my that permanent illusion, change it again to like just cover Ponsurus and make it essentially a large version of him around him. So he's suddenly a large.
I need you to make another
flying
intimidation
character.
check, please. Either Crane or Ponzi, I need you to make an intimidation check one more time with the
that is a
augmented.
22.
People that were in line are terrified, and you watch as they run away.
Oh no.
No.
You've scared 6 of them,
Wait.
leaving 55 people, or sorry, 69, 50, 63 people behind. Ray, as you're holding on, another...
I pump 29 points of Cure Wounds into Ray.
Perfect.
29?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another
I-
6... Yeah, go ahead,
You
sorry.
see
Can I
energy-
run-
Sorry.
I'd like to run to the very end of the line, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep it tight and clean. I don't know this. I'm angry anyway. It's fine. Let's go for it. And we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Daunting Roar to at least the stragglers on this far side to scare them in the direction.
hurting cats?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
such a good idea.
And so she just stands at the back and she just kind of almost in a very Gandalf way, like kind of you shall not pass, but it's like you're going to move forward or else, sort of thing.
Make
As
it
she tries.
I'm like,
Make an intimidation roll for me, please.
Yeah, sure. On its own, it's a flat. It's just flat 7.
Okay.
Technically, with Daunting Roar, they have to make the wisdom,
That's-
but I don't know if you want to roll for all.
That's it. Yeah, I was going to be like, so
People.
some amount of them are scared and will like start shoving in front. So it's kind of
Yeah.
working opposite what Ponzi and Crane are trying to do. But
Just
some
get
of them
halfway.
are just like kind of running up. It's a real chaotic mess. Another 8 people make it through. You're down to 56 people or 57 people now.
I'm doing great,
We
guys.
can do it. We
Ray,
can do
you
it.
do
Okay.
see as I'm like siphoning energy from this, you see like color draining from an actual heart going into you, and that energy going into you and working on you.
Are you keeping holding on, Ray?
Absolutely, I'm holding on, but I'm like looking concernedly. Dries, please do not trouble. Your...
Another 11 people run through, leaving 46 behind. That's another 25 hit points.
Okay. I'm so good, guys. We could absolutely get all of them.
Okay. I'm gonna start. So we're on like a raised platform.
Yes,
right?
you are. Yeah.
I'm gonna start to use mold earth to reinforce where I see it starting to collapse.
Okay. Nice. This very timely because you watch as part of the platform begins to fall, and people that would have collapsed and fallen to their death are now able to just kind of land on the ground. The ground around the portal itself is starting to fail. It's not the portal. The portal is still running. And Ray, I guess I'll ask you if you're going to maintain again.
Yes.
41 points of healing. I rolled really high.
Nice. That's sick. Another 10 make it through, down to 36. Nobody's running away. People are trying their best. They're trying to be
I am
patient.
almost full health right now, guys.
Oh,
We're good.
This
I'm
is-
a barbarian.
GM,
Let's
may I?
go.
Yeah.
And I swap to like go into the ground, and I'm gonna turn my little paws into like these little like zzz, like not drills. What are they? Freaking welding guns. And I want to start casting mending on the ground in front of us and see if I can keep it from collapsing.
Make an Arcana check, please.
Oh, I'm terrible. at
And
that.
Ray, are you still holding on?
Yes. Oh yeah, we're good. As
And
long
that-
as I think that we can like.
Another
No, I'm
6.
holding on.
Another 6 make it through.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Arcana 17.
17. Yeah, you're able to sort of reinforce. You know, you probably have like 3 more turns before the portal is gonna just fall out of the sky down below. But with your help and Crane's help, things are still going on. You're still holding on, Ray?
Yes.
Another 25 hit points. Another 7 people make it through, leaving 23 of them behind, and
Oh.
they're getting desperate. They can see the ground is starting to shift. They're terrified out of your mind. What do you want to do? Are you still holding on?
Get him through. We're so close. Save as many as
And
we
only-
can.
I'm
Th-
gonna.
3 of them go through. You have
Okay.
2 more turns, maybe? Are you guys
All right.
looking to escape, or are you going to try to hold it open for them?
Oh.
Wait, we can fly away some with like Could Crane get us to fly us away? Maybe.
Maybe. I'm
We
going
could go
to.
through the portal. We could just be like, dudes, let's check out the Fae.
I am going to.
They ain't
I'm
a
going
fun place.
to leap down. If the portal itself is about to fall, Crane's going to jump down, and
It's like
you see the-
150 feet down to the ground below.
Okay. Okay. He's not going to jump down to the ground. Then he's going to.
I'm just gonna kill myself really quick.
Woo!
Be right back.
He is going to transform himself into a giant ape. Use his last 4th level spell slot. Giant ape. Climb into the structures, like the structure platforms of
Yeah.
that's holding the portal up, and just kind of wedge himself in there, and kind of like use his strength to kind of like keep
Our
it.
poor DM.
Okay, I need you to make an athletics check, please. I'm gonna tell before you roll. The DC for
Yeah.
this is 22. This thing is
Okay.
incredibly heavy. You understand that,
You
right?
still have advantage from
Yeah,
our
yeah,
silver
yeah.
barbs.
I hate this.
Oh yeah,
Thank
you have a
thank you.
sheriff's
Oh yes.
barb.
Just saying.
Let me pull up giant ape.
We had Mecha
Oh.
Rayzilla, time
Do
for
it.
Crane Kong. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do it, do it, do it.
Come on,
You have plus
come on.
6.
Okay.
I'm like,
plus 6. Thank
Well,
you.
actually, it's athletics, so it's plus 9.
Ooh.
Okay, and I have advantage.
Yeah. Roll like I do, Zach, please.
That was a 19 on the die.
Damn it, son of a.
Let's
As you hop down below, if you hold on for 3 more turns, you will have cleared the platform, Ray. You take another 75 points of damage then. To accomplish
75.
25, 25, 25.
Oh, just
We're
we're
just doing
skipping
it all.
ahead.
Oh,
Seven.
yeah.
I was
Okay.
like, well, when did it multiply?
No, 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 no,
It's
no.
going up.
Between the 8,
DM's like, "You're not letting these
everybody
people
being
go."
here, I want you all to gain a point of inspiration for this.
Yeah.
As you manage to save all of the people trying to make, all the people that remain here. You keep the portal open long enough for you to go through if you want to abandon the city. There is safety to be had beyond these walls. But you do hear in the distance the cries of pain, fear. There are still people here. What do you guys want to do?
Do we have to leave it already?
I'm gonna watch to see if anyone wants to go through the portal before I rip my fingers out.
I won't judge any of you if you want to go, but I think there's still more to be done here for me.
You stay.
I thought you were raising your hands, but no, you're just holding up the
Hold
flag.
on.
You all heard what you all heard what the mechanist said. Described us. This is some kind of an oracle. No pun intended. We have to do this. I understand if you don't want to follow this, but I'm going to.
We
Has
stay.
anyone identified an escape route?
I can carry one of you.
Ponceres, No offense, but you are quite tiny.
I put on my my gloves this morning, and you see he's wearing gloves that are like the size of giant, like they're like Hulk smash gloves.
There is
I have
also the enormous
a-
tree that's like right there that's like sort of holds the platform where Donkey Kong is currently perched. Like he's big enough that he might be able, if he lets go of the portal, there might be sucker there as well.
Is everyone through? Like, I've
There's
heard
nobody
from
left on the
everyone that
platform, just your allies.
Zach is slowly getting smaller
Let her
and smaller on
go.
camera.
I mean, I could dive off, rage before I hit the ground, splat, and then roll a con save to see if I stand up with 1 HP.
No, I can collect after I let the portal drop. I can collect everyone up, and I can just leap off and take the damage myself.
Oh yeah, probably safer.
You have
Yeah.
moments to decide, guys. What do you want to do?
Okay,
I scoop everyone up in my giant ape
okay,
form.
I'm gonna yank my fingers out, and the portal is gonna go.
Perfect.
I'm
The
gonna
portal
swap
just
constellations.
and
Ape
as it,
drops the portal.
and as you drop it, you just hear this sickening. And you look from up. You're the only one to see this, Crane. But you see the portal smashes down below on a passing group of like myconids who are just trying to find some kind of an. You've just made mushroom soup down there. Nobody needs to know about this.
What he needs to know. As he climbs up on
And
top
yet
of
we
the
all know
platform.
now.
I hate mushroom soup anyway.
And from this
Uh,
vantage point, you can see the healing pools, and you can, which are like these nauseous green fumes are now like thick in the air, and you can also see from the vantage point of where you are, you would see the building that houses the once upon enormous arcane batteries that power the shield that is now completely gone, and just like rain is pouring down. The winds are just like buffeting the city, cleaning spots that, you know, to be fair, AS, you could never quite get to. The wind and the rain do a pretty good job of
Don't.
cleaning.
Any clock on my locate object, I have not dropped concentration, nor have I changed my concentration.
On your locate object, that's a great question. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me a second. I need to-
Honestly,
What are you guys
I'm real impressed you were
doing?
able to remember that. When we moved, I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever
He's-
happened, my brain is gone.
I just
I
remembered.
can-
I'm like, I haven't cast a concentration spell. Yeah,
I can scoop. I can have everyone jump on me, and I can climb down if we want to climb down.
I'm gonna change
or if we
constellations
want
and
to
start
just.
flying.
You do.
Whoa, go okay.
You do. For a second, Odris, you do clock the Oracle device. You feel it leaving the city gates, heading in a northeastern direction. You know the area well. You've been on a skyship 1,000 times.
Mhm.
So does Crane. Instinctually, you know for a fact that it is heading towards the plains where Muzaffar so long ago stopped whatever incursion was, and it is heading directly in that direction.
I relay that immediately to the group.
What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
At least we have a clear heading in my mind.
We need to know what this is going to do. We can't save everybody. There's 5 of us.
You think we can catch up to it?
I don't know.
We might as well try. It eventually has to stop, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, does
Did
it? We
we-
don't know what it is.
Did we unleash a monster or did we? I don't know.
Seems more like a force. We can try to
Yes.
hunt it. If we can try to get to it, I think we could. Crane, you got something you want to say? That's a good point.
I'm gonna keep the monkey form up for a while because I mean it might be useful to get us out.
Oh,
Hey, it's
Um,
free hit points, and you're a big boy.
You can hear the tearing, the screams again, and finally, at this time, from where you are, you can see the Tower of Prophecy. The electrical discharge, the dust and smoke, the tower is fallen, and the screams stop for a moment as the shuddering vibrations of the momentary earthquake, some of the weaker buildings beside you crumble and fall as well. and the city at this moment, save for the ominous sort of squelchy noises coming from the healing pools. Everything seems to have grown silent. As you stand here at the bottom of, or at the, holding onto the tree, a giant monkey, the side of the tree, and a feeling that the oracle has left the confines of the city walls. The tower has crumbled and fallen. The only sound now permeating everything is the sound of rubble, dust, and your own heartbeat beating, or not, I guess, for Odlis and Ray, but the others just pulsating in your ears. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
What? Are we really that unsure? We chased the damn
Yeah,
thing.
we fought. Yeah. Let's tally ho.
Okay, so who?
You head up.
Playmat, I think you're muted.
I am. I was.
Are you?
I just mumbled in French. It's all good.
Je pense bon. Okay, so do you guys ride the monkey?
What's your movement speed, Crane?
What's the? I have a 40-foot movement speed, so
Yeah, I think we do
I
ride
can
the
go quite a clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly down and ride the monkey
Is
too.
that a euphemism?
It could be. As the monkey cradles and holds
We're
on to
swinging.
you, you are jumping from tree to building, and as you do so, Crane, you could see the city itself, the grounds, the foundations, the cobblestone streets, the ancient lamps, the monuments, the statues, the history is literally falling apart beneath you. The city walls that have stood for over 100 years, made of impenetrable obsidian melded in with some arcane magics that have withheld hordes of fiends, demons, devils, wild beasts, would-be invaders, without ever showing a single scuff, are falling in disrepair, rusting before your very eyes. And as you pass through the city gates, you know you have abandoned, for better or for worse, those that are still trying to escape, trying to live through this mess. But if you
Say
want
it
to,
like that. We put so much effort into saving.
you saved
people.
those that you could, and you have deemed that these were acceptable losses. And as you follow in the footsteps of the oracle, and it is an oracle, you follow into the wilds, the untamed areas. Elmara doesn't use necessarily roads anymore. They had evolved past that. Sky gates, airships, teleportation circles. The roads up to a certain distance were just for show. Beyond that, it isn't long before you arrive in the tumultuous wastes. Here the winds, the storm that had begun buffeting the city is in full swing. Odris, through your locate object, you feel it before you see it. In the ancient plains of war, the plains of rebirth, the plains where Muzaffar stood, where so many years ago the machinist himself stood and built hidden monuments and secrets that no one knew of. You can see the valley sort of breaking, or cliffs on either side, and standing in the distance, the oracle has begun piecing itself back together. It has obviously made a few stops, picking up bits and pieces from the Lyceum, from the Forge, from the Artificers Guild, pieces of it that were being studied, trying to be replicated, siphoned. And you watch as it is standing on a golden leg, one arm on the other side, holding it like a weird sort of would-be humanoid, but it is not yet complete. And it looks like it is scanning the air. You can see this big beam of light, like a a lighthouse kind of
That's
scanning
ominous.
the grounds.
Did we make the right decision, guys?
What do you want to do?
I'm just kind of staring. Ray has not much input here.
Ray, I don't know much about engineering, but you were made sort of in the image of the Oracle, yes?
Actually, I have no knowledge of who created me or for what purpose. I gained sentience about 2 months ago, and I have not received any answers. While I assumed the Oracle had powered me, I see my siblings falling from the sky, and I have not fallen, which leads me to believe that my source of life is separate from the Oracle.
You watch the device as the light is spinning around like a lighthouse finally finds something. The light grows from a white to a red, and as it approaches it, it begins to dig.
What form is the oracle in?
It looks like
We saw it as just a sphere, right?
a large sphere, and it looks like it has a leg that's coming out of it. It has an arm, and it has like disconnected somewhat, but gears and gizmos that it almost looks like the heart would have been, or the that eyeball that looks more like its midriff or its torso.
How
And it's
big
now
is the sphere at this point?
The sphere was always like 15 by 15 sort of size.
Okay, so it's not like a castle size.
No, it's not. It's not. It is. If this were like a human, if all the pieces from what you can see were put together, it would probably make like a huge sort of sized creature.
Okay, that's good to know.
And it is just digging in earnest, and you watch as flashes of light.
Can I do an insight, like a vibe check? Like
A vibe check?
yeah, can I do like a automaton to automaton vibe check? Is this like a act of violence or like I feel like there's
Sure, give me a vibe check. Just roll a d20. Tell me what you get.
crap. Okay, which one of you are not being a little bitch? Okay,
Not mine.
I got a
Yeah.
12.
12? You know what? I'll say this. You have seen many automatons across Elmara just doing, query and just doing whatever their, what's the word I'm looking for? They're programming, but there's a word
The
that's escaping.
protocol.
Their protocol, yeah, they're following protocol. It almost feels like this thing is following protocol. It is looking, it has clearly something in mind that it's looking for. And
Okay.
It is digging, it seems to have found whatever pieces
It has
it could of itself.
a directive.
It has a directive.
And nobody knows. I don't know history very well. Where did this thing come from?
Brain. Your
He's still this
Muzafar's
giant monkey.
your okay.
like-
Your Muzafar's
starts to-
spellbook, right?
Meld off. You realize he was sticking to it for a while, and as he comes back, it was a little bit of a blessing to have much lower mental stats at this point. But as he comes back to himself, you see he comes back, and then like again that kind of like shrinks in, folds in on himself. Yeah. What's up?
Did he write anything in you other than spells, like notes, footnotes, like anecdotes, things that maybe would give information about this? What's going on here?
Not often, but he talked a lot around me. I can try and think of, and you see his like his hair kind of like flips over as you see him thinking, going through his memories. Can I make some kind of
You can.
A vibe check.
You can make a
vibe?
vibe
Well,
check.
more like a history check to be like, or an investigation maybe to be like, what would the
Make a history because this is a memory.
Crane folding in when he's nervous is the cutest
it's so
image.
Yeah.
It's so,
sad.
Crane is
Just wanna
so
squeeze
cute.
him.
I know. I just want to like put him in a little origami crane. Like a crane.
He'll be safe there. That is for history. That is 25.
Wow.
That image, that dream. You are standing where Muzaffar stood. You are standing where he made his stand. You are... But something's different. Because in that dream, in the distance where he felled all those creatures, the story didn't end there. When everything was said and done, in your book, as you flip to that page, all of you can see it, as the ink fills in on Crane. He built, with the machinist, they found the source of the break. They found the source of that leak where those fiends came from, and they sealed it behind a door, a gate, that they then buried deep beneath the sands.
It's good. We can't let it break that seal. That's
Why would it do that?
because
Maybe
it
the
wants
seal
power.
is. Maybe the seal is breaking already.
The Oracle does not make decisions for itself. It is following a directive, orders from something else.
Like a
Maybe we should-
signal sending to it or something?
I
We
do
could
not
ask it.
know. But it does not seem to be acting on its own accord. It does not seem to have sentience.
Kind of stopped talking to us when we tried
You
asking
watch
questions.
the beams of light, these massive beams of disintegration that is just now using wantonly to just like 50, 60 feet at a time. It is digging like a robot would, like I don't have an example. Maybe it's from the Matrix, something digs like that. I have no idea, but something that's just like sweeping back and forth, digging with its laser eyes, essentially.
We should stop it.
How do we stop
Yeah.
something like that?
Can you turn it into a baby T-Rex, perhaps?
Fresh out of T-Rexes, unfortunately. You see, like
Darn.
the his usual dog-eared paper is even more ruffled and crumpled, as the magic is kind of like mostly out of him.
Ponzi,
Yeah,
you know how you found me dead in a ditch?
yeah.
Do you believe in destiny?
I used to. Long time ago.
Yeah? What changed?
Mistress of the Hunt took someone very special from me on a whim, and suddenly my destiny was, well, let's just say, I kind of stopped believing in destiny.
Well,
There.
that day, someone took your agency away from you, and you gave me mine back. But not only that, if what the machinist said, that you were meant to bring us all together here, this didn't start this morning. This started when you got to know everybody here. You have the agency today. We all have the agency today to do something about it. I realize I've died twice at this point, so I feel fucking invincible, but I will not let you die, I promise. I've got a pickling art and a mechanical one, and I will use them until they grind to dust, and we will stop this thing. Are you all with me?
You feel the ground shake, and you hear this
Fuck.
and a sound, a voice, and the voice of the Oracle speaks, which you have heard only once before, and always communicated by text or messages on papers that it would spit out, or on the arcane screens or projections or scrying, or whatever way it communicated. And you hear it go objective uncovered, analysis beginning.
How far are we from it?
You are, I have the map in front of me, I'm just not showing to you yet.
No worries.
You are, boy oh boy, 291 feet.
Do we know
Oh.
that, like, we know for sure that it's a gate stopping fiends that it's looking for, or was that just an assumption?
That's the memory that Crane has.
Yeah,
That's the
I
dream
would've
that he's
shown
had many a time.
Okay. So
Whether
we
or not
know
it's
that
a
this
real
needs to end.
thing, but certainly that's the assumption.
I mean, I guess we can rush. I mean, Crane is rushing towards that.
I
Like
will
drawn on by
do
his
my
memories.
best. I'm all like hankered from my battery has been drained, so I'm just kind of like,
I'm gonna pump some healing into you. I would have pumped some healing into you on the way because you took some massive damage before my sparring.
oh yeah, I have 12 hit points left.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I want to stop that thing. I'm probably gonna finally go into
Phoenix,
a
Caustic,
rage.
you're muted, I think.
Oh.
Oh, there,
Yeah,
there you
I
are.
can hear you.
There,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
there
So
we
I
go.
thought
Okay.
you were saying something, but you're just mouthing it. My bad.
I'm just trying to talk and think this through. I'm sorry.
That's fine, you're
There's
fine.
no thinking. I
As
feel
you
like time is really
51
important.
points
in
of
this
healing.
game. 21.
With a 4th level cure wounds.
Wait, how many?
51. I rolled
You're
pretty
the
fucking good. I promise.
Okay, I've got like half hit
Barrels.
points now, and I'm gonna be mostly immune to damage.
Fuck.
Let's get over there.
Is there any way
Fucking
that
hell,
our
guys.
trip over here counted as a short rest or no?
no.
You guys are level 11.
You got us.
Please.
You got us.
I appreciate the giant monkey swinging from building to building, making his way here. But not so much.
It's
Man.
restful for monkeys.
Yeah, it is. There's like this is how we rest. We just
How long
swing
is our
across.
travel time here?
At the speed of the monkey and coming out, it's not crazy far. Probably by like 20-25 minutes.
Okay. Alright.
Who leads the way towards the giant pit that this creature has dug?
If no one else wants to lead,
I think
right? It's just gonna start.
Wait.
I think that
Crane is going as fast as he can, but Ray is definitely faster than him. So
Ray, what's your movement speed?
Do I still have my haste, or is that gone?
That's gone. Yeah.
Okay.
That
40
lasts 1
feet.
minute.
Okay, 40 feet.
So yeah, I think that I'm behind you, but I'm bolting
You can sit
forward.
on my shoulder if you want.
I'll sit on your shoulder.
Okay.
I'll start from behind, but I will kind of zone in and focus. Seeing kind of what worked last time, we'll lean more to the right instead of the straight edge to come around from the side again. And I've got 50 feet of movement.
Okay.
I'm that kid who showed up at gym class in Crocs. I am 30 feet of movement. I'm behind everybody.
yeah, 30
Literally
feet
the-
buddies.
You quickly
know why I'm
arrive at
panting.
the edge, the pit that this thing has dug in. It is sitting, for the lack of a better word, it is on its sort of central sphere. You can see its leg has sort of almost broken out the foot into like tendrils, or like almost kind of what you did, Ray, where you see like these metallic sort of spindles going out, and his arm too. It is standing in front of an enormous gate, a door, arcane runes covering just about every inch of this thing, and it is throbbing, just.
Tentacles throbbing. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Can I romance the Oracle? Is
That enough?
Yeah, it's Karlak. You
oh,
can.
that's my girl.
I love Karlak. She's
course
great.
it
But it is obviously studying, is what it's doing. It is reading the information on this door. It is, if it is aware of you, it does not seem to lead on at all because it is hyper focused on what it is looking at.
I'm gonna wait and like I'm gonna stop, but at the ready, Ponsurus, make the call.
Man, I know the machine. You say the machine has brought us together, Audrey's. I don't know if I believe in destiny or faith, but I do believe in y'all. That being said, and he's gonna leave a really hard look at Ray before he says this, and then sort of look to all of them. I'd like to be able to see y'all again tomorrow. So don't jump into the pit of fire without thinking about it first.
Let's just like see what it's doing. It might I don't think it's really trying to kill us.
Something else might come out of there and try to kill us, so let's be ready.
Okay.
Can I vibe check it again to see
Yeah.
what it's trying to do?
I mean, you don't need to. It's studying. It is literally scanning the doorway, the
Can
rooms.
can we look at the door and see what
Yeah.
the deal is with the door?
You can, yeah. Do you want to get closer, or do you want to look at it from where you're at now? You're about 80 feet away from the door, from the gate.
I think I'm going to cautiously approach, but if I notice a change in the oracle, I will stop.
It does not change. It
Okay.
allows you complete.
My eyes are also going to start boop 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 boop.
Sure. All right. Whoever wants to go down with you can as well.
Go down.
Crane's going as well.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. All of you hop down. I love this. Digging their own grave. I mean, it's fine. You
Nice.
approach the gate. You can see the many, many, many runes. Draconic, abyssal, infernal, celestial.
Let's see what language did
I need you guys to all make. Here's what we could do. We can either have you guys roll individually, or we could do a collective one where you roll and we take the average.
Is this a regular roll or like an arcana?
This is Arcana.
Okay.
I have a +9 to Arcana.
I have a +5 to arcana.
Not great.
Mm.
3.
I
Maybe
don't
we should
want to
just
pull
let
you all down.
Crane do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Guidance on
let's okay.
So you can do so at advantage if all of them are sort of like looking at different things and relaying the information to you.
Okay. Yeah.
yes.
I don't. The languages I know are Common, Gnomish, and Goblin, and I don't know why.
That's
I know
love it.
Celestial. If
those
that
are the
helps.
those are
Okay.
the languages that the different mechanics were speaking.
That's awesome. I love it.
Sylvan Elvish.
Okay, with the guidance, that's 27.
Whoa.
With advantage?
Good number.
You piece some of it together, but not all. The DC for this was 30. This is considered.
Can I use a
Dear
reaction?
Lord.
Can I use a reaction?
What do you want to do?
I have, if to add to that roll, if it's not too late.
Yeah, that's fine.
My Cosmic Omen, I can use a reaction and add a d6. If I hit a 3, it's a 30.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Please.
It's a 2. I'm sorry.
Oh, you have an inspiration. You have an inspiration.
That's true.
I don't think that counts unless
That's for a
it's
D20
D20
inspiration.
roll. Crane, you can
Can you
re-roll
re-roll
one
the
of
D6?
Not for the D6, but Crane,
Oh,
you can
wait, I
re-roll
can-
one of them if you want. Not with advantage, just re-roll one of them.
So get that +2.
Okay.
So plus
Alright.
11 to your roll.
Oh, man.
And
I
guidance.
have to get better than a 16.
Ah.
Okay. So the 29. You piece it, you almost piece it. Almost before the Oracle does. Here's what you piece together. When you were in the library, something came for you, Crane. Something that was both infernal and celestial. Something wants information or wants to keep you away from information. But how does this make sense? Odris, you know, amongst others, that the stars and the very essence of magic has been fading from these realms.
Mhm.
Why? Why was the leader of the church of the devoted so gung-ho on bringing back the gods to the forefront? The machinist and the oracle has been here for 150 years. Why the sudden urge? And it all kind of comes together. It's because, and you have felt this, the gods are gone. Nobody's answering your prayers. Nobody has answered you at any given time. Magic is fading. Muzaffar, in that library, the creature he summoned to answer his questions that he had, because he knew he would never get a chance to ask the Oracle, he called on the Celestials and the Devils to find out for him what was happening. Where are the gods? Where are your masters? What is happening? Where are they? He did not get an answer. The Oracle, this all-knowing device, is lacking data. And this is the only place, this gateway that keeps the devils, the demons, and the angels at bay, if it were to be opened, would allow it to get the data it needs to answer the question. And its directive is to know all things. And in that moment, though you do not know what the gate says, so you don't know how to open it, you do know why it is here and what it is looking for.
You know, we could all, and the people in that city could have all lived their lives without magic. But the pursuit of it, the pursuit of the power that comes with, is what made this crumble. Not us. It's the greed. No matter what, we've got to stop nefarious things from coming through and hurting more people. We have to. This is... Have the gods abandoned us? Has something forsaken them? Crane, do you know anything about this?
You see what he saw like played across his form as he kind of replayed and put these pieces of information together. It's like, I don't know. I don't think I'm very good at making big decisions. They haven't worked out so far, so maybe someone else should take over that part.
You see in his slippers and leather pants, he just starts walking towards it.
Towards the Oracle?
Yep.
Oh.
I love this.
Mm.
The Oracle stops scanning the door, retracts its arm and its leg, and announces to no one in particular, data obtained. Opening door. And you watch as it stands itself upright and begins to press various runes in sequence on the door. Unless it is stopped, it will unlock this gate.
Can we order it to stop?
I keep moving towards it as
You
fast
could-
as I can.
You
Can
guys are
I-
right beside it. It was at the
Yeah.
door. You're right beside. It's
Sorry,
right
Can
sorry,
I,
there.
sorry.
like,
I thought we were
can
still
I-
200 feet away.
No,
from
no,
it.
no, no.
Apologies.
Can
you guys
use
walked up to it.
machine language, like to give the typical cease and desist command that I would probably know what it is? At least like what you would normally say to an automaton in the city to like stop.
Yeah.
I want it to stop, and I want it to like I want to talk to it with authority,
Make
as if you're talking to a machine.
make a intimidation or persuasion roll.
I'm so great at all of those. Oh god, that's a -1. Do I get advantage because I'm an automaton and know what to say?
No, but you could use your inspiration to give yourself advantage.
That's
Guidance?
true. Okay, I'm gonna use my favorite die, which is a amethyst d20,
Nice.
It's lucky.
and that's a 6. I'm gonna roll it again.
Okay, you go for it.
Okay, that's a 4. I'm
Beautiful.
just like cease and assist.
With every press of the runes, you watch as it absorbs the arcane energies that seep out of this door, and a new limb forms and pushes and grows out of it. The golden color that it once was now begins to turn a darker, burned, almost black metal. As one
Oh, we need to stop it, guys.
Does it look
I want
like
to say,
we can-
I just want to say, query: is there an alternate way to gain this data without opening the gate?
query. Insufficient data to answer question.
Query:
Query.
if the gate opens, will the loss in life be acceptable?
Query. Yes. Query.
Keep asking it questions.
It goes when you say query, what it would normally do is list a number of categories that it can answer you. So when you go query, normally it would go query, and unlike anybody else, because it was locked away, it could only answer one question at a time. It gives you categories: query, religion, history, geography, fauna and flora. Query.
Query: religion. surely the weight of innocent life lost does not outweigh the time it would take to gather this data another way.
Query. Insufficient data. Data must be obtained. Query.
Does it look like this thing it's operating can be destroyed?
Does it look like it can be destroyed?
The thing it's operating in front of it.
The
The
door?
door?
Yeah, like it looks like it's because it's pressing this thing to make this door open. Does it look like it could be destroyed? And
It's
capable?
pressing the door itself. Like the
Okay,
runes
okay.
are on the
Door has
door.
sigils around
Got you.
it.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
like a
with
magic
every
door.
sigil it's pressing, it's essentially sort of absorbing the magic or the curse or whatever magic was put into it
Okay.
into its body, and it's making a significant change to it.
Good to know. Gotcha.
Is this like a code? Like if I hopped on one of the other runes and put it in out of order?
It's like a sequence that it's pushing, and with everyone it seems to get it right. And it is like undoing the protective wards on it. You could try to touch any one of these runes if you want to. It won't stop you.
I
But-
would like to. Yeah, just to try to, like very.
It's like someone's putting in a phone number
Yeah.
and you're in the
Yeah, like-
elevator.
Oh,
and
the
you just
elevator.
go-
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm touching all
Yeah.
the buttons. Just-
Query, can the door be closed after it's opened? Can
Query.
you close the door after it's opened?
Query. Affirmative. Query. Caustic,
Query.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Actually,
I've-
wait, before
a
that, I
question
need
for
you to
it.
roll a d100, and you need to get an 85 or better to randomly choose the right rune.
The right rune to make it open, or the right rune to
To co-
fuck up their
To continue the
sequence?
sequence, and then if you don't, we'll deal with that later.
Okay, I'm gonna say query. How many estimated casualties if door is opened?
Okay, that's a good question. What did you get?
17.
17. I need you to make a constitution saving throw. As you press the wrong sigil, Muzaffar and the machinist, two of the greatest minds ever, have trapped this door to the nth degree because they did not want it open. You misclick the incorrect rune. A burst of necrotic death energy shoots out of it. Make a dex save.
Do you want my con too?
Just dex, just dex.
Oh, okay. Just
Sorry,
that.
I think I said the wrong thing, but dex. As you...
Please tell me you have.
At 20.
Nice.
Oh, dancing on this.
Hang on, was it dex or was it? It's fine. I'm gonna take the nat 20. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was ready for to give you the con. It was bad too.
Please tell me you have evasion too.
I do have
yeah,
evasion.
right?
Hey.
Oh my god.
Freaking gosh.
Hang on, I'll tell you right away once I find it. Perfect. This was a dex save. The burst of this, you guys watch as this thin green beam shoots past her. The disintegration ray misses you, hits the ground behind you, and it leaves an enormous hole in the ground. You were a cat's fart away from being unmade.
Chaton, maybe you should get away from that.
Oh no! I'm gonna hop back out of there.
The answer to your question, Ray, how many loss of life? It answers you. Query. Range 50 to 100%. Query.
Query. Percent of what?
Query. Percent of population.
Total.
I'm gonna
Query.
turn.
It's pushing another one. It is
gonna-
not stopping as you're talking.
I'm gonna
to
grab Crane by the collar. I'm gonna
Okay.
yank him towards me with a strength that does not fit in a creature as small as me.
I'm made of paper.
Hey,
We-
you made a lot of right decisions today with the right intention. One of them messed up a little bit, but every other decision you made today saved a lot of people. So don't be unfold a little bit, buddy. And I'm gonna fly up in the air, and I'm going to, so I'm above this the eye thing, and I am going to cast Dispel Magic on it to try to make it slow down or something.
It looks back to you without looking, and it casts Counterspell at 7th level.
Oh.
Hey,
I
we
cast
used
Dispel
one of
Magic
its-
as well.
Burn those slots. Burn a spell slot.
Okay, as it make a roll a.
I'm literally just trying to break it away from its casing.
You
I feel like if
are,
we can, and as I do it, I'm gonna yell to the others, or at least it's written on me that we're gonna remove it from its casing.
Actually,
do
I'm
that,
gonna,
then
I'm
it
gonna
can
just
stop.
I'm gonna allow myself to retcon something because Cinder, you Ponzi, you fly up above it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll counterspell you. You try to cast Dispel Magic on it as well as as an action, I guess. Crane. Okay, you are beside it and beside the door. The door will react. It does not want counterspell magic or dispel magic in this area. You have to remember, this is meant to keep things in. It doesn't know what you're targeting, but it doesn't like it. I need to roll against you. What spell level is your thing?
Dispel magic is a 3rd level spell.
Okay, it's gonna cast counterspell at your effect as well.
Wouldn't it also counterspell the oracle's counterspell?
It wouldn't matter if it would, because it would.
This is
if
the
it would
door.
do mine too,
Yeah.
then it wouldn't matter.
But that's a good question, Craig. But no, and you don't know why.
Its magic's been working on the door this entire time.
That is correct.
Yeah. Fuck.
And you watch as your spell is. I rolled a natural 16 plus. Your spell is countered. At that point, there are only 3 runes left on the door. The creature. I'm gonna show you what it looks like now because it doesn't look like what you saw before. Its back is turned to you. It has grown appendages, arms and legs, and what appears to be like spider like claws or legs from its back. It is black and red, and it is approaching the last 3 runes on this door.
Ray just wants to slice off its hand that's poking runes. I'm just gonna slice it.
I just want to show it to you so
Oh,
you can see what you're
wow.
looking
Oh boy.
Oh, that is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
A lot meaner than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just, whatever hand is reaching out to dip, can I just do a quick attack just on the hand? My attempt to, that thing looks like a devil.
Need to break its frame.
That's evil. That's evil. We need to get rid of this thing, guys.
Yeah. we need to
Does
break
anybody else imagine like a pretty gold snitch just growing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was
That's what I was
picturing.
on like a
Imagining
single
too.
leg. Yeah.
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 And I've told you it's been changing and transforming. It's been evolving, or at least sucking in all
Yeah.
these curses into it, and this is what it's starting to look like.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at it. 20.
20 does not hit.
Ah.
I guess I just
What if I add
bang
5 to
off
that?
of its...
What if I add 5 to that?
25 absolutely hits.
Sweet.
Okay, so we roll the down.
You see a little bit of like starlight turns into a target, like exactly where you need to slice it.
Okay,
I don't have many of those.
that
left either.
is 17
Okay, as you
slashing.
attack it, you pierce molten metal, essentially. And what comes out of it looks like liquid gold. Its eyes, or its central eye, so to speak, that you'd seen before, now turns red. Directive interrupted. New directive. Eliminate threat. I'm gonna ask at least Ray to roll initiative.
Can we choose to
I'll
join
think
in with
I'll-
that?
I'll think
You
I'll
can
try.
absolutely just choose
Or
to
you
join
can
in.
do some weird shit while I
right
keep
now-
it distracted.
As it has turned around and is looking directly down to Ray, and Ray alone, because she's the one who attacked it, or it's the one that attacked it, it is going to be coming after you.
Okay, I got a 18.
Okay, and you guys can tell me what you rolled as well if you're jumping in.
12.
Also a 12.
5.
And 12.
What you mean 5?
Base 5.
Listen, not a math gay, not this character.
Ray?
Yeah.
It has reacted. You are faster than it. As it turns to face you, one of its remaining tendrils behind is reaching still for the runes, but you've sliced off one of them, and it is looking at you. This thing looks incredibly lethal. You know that its chest can literally shoot out ground melting beams of radiant energy. What would you want to do?
I think as Ray is in this. Do I get? Am I still in my turn, or is this a whole fresh
It's a
turn?
whole new turn. We're just you rolled
Okay.
initiative and it's your turn.
Okay, she sees the form before her, and buried instinct that she didn't know she had starts welling up, and her eyes start flashing red, and she repeats in a voice very similar, "Threat detected, annihilate," and she's going to enter a rage.
Okay.
That means the air around her starts to like whip up, and it's going to, you know how heat creates that like mirage look. She gains an aura, a fiery aura. Is anyone within 10 feet of her other than the creature?
Aeus, Crane are both beside you. Like
Okay.
within 10 feet.
Then you guys will take 4 fire damage as it gets unbelievably hot. This is only, but you also have resistance to fire damage because of my aura, so you're gonna take 2 fire damage. Yeah, it's
A
weird.
little tickle of fire.
Yeah, but the creature will also take fire damage.
It is entirely immune to fire.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Okay. Well,
I don't
Wow.
know.
rude. Very rude.
I know, it's okay, because I now am resistant to fire. All right, so now that I'm raging, I think that means I get additional attacks.
You do more
not
damage.
attacks, I do more damage, plus 3. Okay. Excellent. Now I'm going to make my attack a reckless attack. I'm nervous. I'm not going to initiate my, what's it called? Great Weapon Master, because I need that extra +5 to hit. So I'm going to just attack like normal.
You got it.
19 plus 9, so
Hits.
28.
Yeah.
I could have done it, man. So that is going to do. This dice sucks, man. 6, 7, 8, 9 for the first attack. You know what? You go back in the thing. Screw you. Okay. Next attack. Ooh.
You said 16 damage?
No. It was like 9.
Oh, sorry.
I rolled a 1 on the
Oh,
damage
okay.
die. 7 plus 9 is 16. That misses. Okay, my next attack misses. But yeah, I'm there.
Perfect. It's going to take a legendary action at the end of your turn.
Cool.
It will use its Gilded Cage attack, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sure. $16.
You fail.
Did you roll at advantage? Sorry.
Yeah. I
You
did
find
roll it.
yourself just enveloped in what appears to be liquid molten metal, almost like a plasticky cellophane that surrounds you,
Mm,
and you are restrained and
great.
held in place. Aeus, it is your turn.
Okay.
You watch as your friend is literally kind of like surrounded by like this molten metal and just held in place, locked in place. The machine declares at that moment, threat neutralized.
Okay. So it had already dug this out, correct? So like
Yes.
burying it probably is not going to do anything else because it can just unbury it again. And it has what, 2 more sequences till it opens?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to try to take out one of its pointy, clingy arms too, I guess.
100%. Go ahead, make an attack roll.
Okay.
I'll tell you, it has an AC of 22.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, well, it's a 26 to hit.
Absolutely.
And Ray is within 5 feet, right? So I can add in sneak.
Ray is no longer considered a threat because she
Oh, okay.
is
So
not.
just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But
cool.
Grain
Oh,
was within 5 feet of her. right?
Oh,
I have Crane back here, but
10
I'm not sure if that's right.
Okay, that's
I mean,
fine.
you could have
I
been
mean,
closer. I don't know. I just went by what you guys were roughly telling me, but maybe I had it wrong.
That's. I mean, he was questioning it, so he might have been.
Okay. Then yes,
Kinda makes
then
sense for him
Crane
to be
is
right up
Crane
there.
is close enough.
okay, awesome. Then we'll add in for the sake of this. Okay, initially 10 plus another 3, so 13 on that first hit.
13. Okay, perfect.
Yep. Second one is going to be a 23 to hit.
Nice.
Sneak attack hacks on both, right?
No, just
Yeah.
once.
No, just the
once
one.
per
That's
turn, yeah.
right. That's just right. Because it's bone. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and spend a key. So that was 4 points for that one.
Nice.
And then we're gonna do
Flurry of blows.
yes,
Let's
flurry
go.
of blows, just to throw one more on the mix. Nat 20.
Nice. Roll your damage. So for a flurry of blows with a nat 20, it's max plus the die again.
Okay, so the die is 9, and the max of that would have been d6 plus 3, 9.
So 9. So 18.
Yeah.
Huge. With this, you watch as one of its spindly spider things just like breaks, and it rotates its attention. New threat. Are you moving away?
Can I grab the leg as it falls off?
Yeah, you can. Sure.
Would it? Can I use a free action to use it as a shield? Is it on me?
It's really heavy. What's your strength score?
For strength is +2.
Yeah, make a strength.
Sorry, strength. Yeah, sorry. For saving throws is +6. Can we try?
Make an athletics check to see if you're able to kind of raw lift this thing up and use it to defend yourself.
It's a nat 1.
What are you doing? With
Can
these
I
ability
crouch
tentacles?
down underneath it?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Well, that went well. That's it. That's all I got.
Perfect. The creature will target you.
Yep.
It's already used this. It's going to use one of its abilities. Okay. This is unfair, but this is actually the stat block. And this is intentional. It uses its unerring slam. You take 60 force damage.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Are you still up?
Yes.
Perfect. It will use its second action to do it again.
No. Okay. That's gonna.
Are you still up with 120 damage taken?
That was 60 again. No, I'm down. Yeah, I'm definitely.
You watch as it declares aloud, "We are Marut. We must accomplish directive. We are inevitable." Poof, poof. And 2 unerring slams. It simply does not miss. You take 120 points damage. You're knocked back 10 feet, poof, flung away. And you guys watch as the body of Aeus crumples. And again, the machine declares aloud, "Threats neutralized." Ponzi, if you want to do anything, it is your turn.
Man, Ponzi, right, all right, okay, I'm going to point at the ground. I'm gonna be like, "Get up here." The ground is going to crack open with vines and thorns, as I will use Fey reinforcements, and a strange little bramble-looking creature that's covered in like fruit and stuff will appear out of the ground and be like, "Oh my God, it's me. I'm so much fun. Let's play a game." It'll be like, "Not right now.
Different vibe.
Jump on that thing's face." It is going to be like, "Okay," and it's going to run up and it's going to teleport off the ground and teleport on top of the You said it's called Marut.
Mm-hmm.
Teleport on top of its head. When it gets on the top, I'm gonna assume this isn't gonna work, but we're still gonna do it. I need it to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, it has advantage on spell saves.
This is not a spell.
Ah. Well, I rolled a 6 and a 9.
Oh,
So 6
okay.
plus 2 is... Oh, no.
God
Saving
damn it.
throw?
I
6,
don't
and
think
it's...
this is gonna work.
I'll take the 6 because it's the lower roll, but it has plus 10 to its wisdom saving throw. So
Oh.
16?
Well, then nothing happens as little fairy dust sparkles around its head, and then Ponceris is going to fly up in front of the eye in its torso and say, "You said there was insufficient data to get this information another way. What if we could give you that data? What if we could find it?"
Unlikely outcome.
Unlikely, but that is not 0.
And the great balance of things. These losses are acceptable. You know what you could do? When it revealed its name, I'm going to ask all of you to either make a religion or a history check. BT
Yeah, I was
dubs.
gonna do that on my turn.
BT dubs.
History.
15.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Bad.
Okay. I'm going to tell you
5.
I'm going to tell you the rule that I do to find out about a creature. The DC is equal to its challenge rating. None of you know anything about this.
It's
right,
a high. Okay, we can't fight this thing.
All right. Out of desperation, I'm gonna say, "Little buddy, do what you can." It's gonna be like, "Okay, here I go," and it's gonna try to stab the Marut in the head.
Okay, absolutely.
It's gonna be. It's not gonna hit, but we're gonna try anyway.
You never
let's
know.
see. That's gonna be no. It's like a 17. It's not a bad roll, but that's not enough. Oh, fuck me. Bonus action. I'm going to cast lightning arrow as I start to crackle with electricity, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Sure. Making it. Are you attacking now or next turn?
I'd use my action to
Okay.
summon my little buddy.
Crane.
We gotta go, guys.
You know this thing is not killing. It is not in to kill you. It has locked away Ray. It has knocked out Aeus, but has not gone over to just step on it, which would be a very easy thing for it to do. It is neutralizing the threats as it sees them because it demands or needs to have answers because that is its directive. You have not attacked it yet. Ponzi, though it has attacked it, has been unsuccessful, so it does not see it as a threat. It's done nothing to it. It is focusing on nobody right now. Aeus is down, and Ray is locked away. It is getting ready to turn away to finish pressing on the runes to obtain the information it wants. But it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I could be pretty certain this thing has true sight, right?
You are without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay. So
This thing-
my illusion stuff.
This
Test
this
it anyway.
this
Yeah.
thing has powered a city of arcane magics with only part of its body for the last 150 years.
Right.
Okay, but can I posit this? Maybe it gets distracted by a 3rd level spell.
Maybe it does.
Right?
Fireball.
What was that noise?
Major
Maybe-
illusion, huh? What about minor illusion?
Ah, maybe.
Uh,
maybe.
Okay.
Meow.
I literally I don't have any spell slots left that do anything that isn't an illusion.
Then maybe we
Um,
should just hide. And
Throw a rock.
Yeah.
Hope.
So Ray is constricted in what exactly?
It looks like cellophane, like liquid metal cellophane.
Liquid metal cellophane.
Like she's just
Um,
like locked in. It didn't kill it. It didn't suffocate
I'm
it.
just,
It just
like,
it's almost like a Medusa paralysis, but just temporary.
oh,
Yeah. All I'm gonna do is try and get her out. It's kind of not quite the right answer to the problem, but if it's some kind of metal or something like that, would mold earth do anything to it?
Sure. You know what? You could use mold earth and start peeling it off.
Yeah, I wanna like if
Like half of I would
see-
say that like half of Ray would be removed from like either the top or the bottom half.
Yeah, I'm essentially like if this is going this badly and I could see Poncerus being like we gotta go, then I'm just gonna try and get Ray out. Yeah, I use mold earth as much as I can to try and rip this thing off, and I'm going to see if I can kind of help drag her away with my -1 strength. It doesn't work.
Sure, give me a little strength.
Am I able to see and talk right
7.
now?
Yeah, you
or-
are. If he reveals the top half of you, then yes, absolutely.
I'll be like, Crane, we must flee. We must
Yep.
flee. We
Just
must
giving you.
flee.
We're gonna flee. We're gonna flee. He's like dragging the statue back. He probably only makes it an inch with the 7 that he rolled.
Nice. Ray's, I mean, I don't know, but Ray's kind of heavy. She's a robot. She's not.
Yeah,
She's
and
not
I'm
made
made of paper.
and she's not carbon fiber. Like she is, you know, like she's got heft to her.
That's right. I'm
are
getting
you-
us to safety.
Are you attacking the Oracle by any other means?
No, it was my action to use mold.
Definitely
Earth, so.
don't attack the Oracle, you squishy piece of paper.
Odris, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I am immediately going to. Aeus was knocked back, so Aeus is not in melee with this thing, right?
Correct.
I'm going to reactivate my kitty Catboy star form, and I'm going to go towards her.
Okay.
But as I do, I'm gonna yell at this thing. You do not get to decide what is sufficient in lives. You are not a god. And wanting to do something more, I am going to do what I do, and I'm going to heal her.
You got it.
So I'm going to cast a...
Pickle heart.
I say,
tastes
are
so
we
good.
are we running? I ask, are we running?
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like we don't stand a chance.
All right, I'm going to use a 6th level Cure Wounds.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You gain 8,000 experience.
I'm going to roll it in here, and I'll do my extra on the side. Plus a d4.
8,000 experience. We leveled up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And experience. You're level 30. Jesus.
Yay, we can fight it
Yeah.
now.
56 points of healing.
Woo!
That'll do it.
And I don't. If I have any movement left, I want to like just try to get her up on her feet.
Do any of you continue to attack this thing?
No.
No.
I think my little guy's gonna keep stabbing it in the head. But that's not me.
It will literally just like unmake it by dispelling it. It just
That's okay. I can just make it again tomorrow.
you watch as the entity eventually then no longer realizing or no longer considering you meaningful as a threat will turn its back to you and approach the gate again.
Do we
Hey.
know that something terrible is going to come through this?
I think we need to get really far away really quickly.
Can't do anything about
You have seconds, Olympic seconds to get away.
I would like to
I'm-
throw my dust of disappearance down. I just pull this small little pouch that Aes has been carrying. It's like in her back pocket. She just grabs this, and it looks like crumbling dust of the city we just left, and then just releases it in this 10-foot space.
By seconds, you mean things are going to start pouring out, or do you think we can escape?
You have seconds to start moving away because it's about to press.
I
and-
cast polymorph into a giant crane, and I would try to carry as many people as I can.
Okay, the rest
The-
of you disappear, and you have invisible people on top of you, Elise, as you begin to take off.
Am I still in case?
No, you are, after being pulled out after one more round, it
Okay,
just
okay,
sort
I
of
was
melds
like-
away.
There's no.
Come
we
back.
wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't have let you. Live.
Oh no.
Oh, Juris, grab Ray and one of the others. I'll get the other one.
Cool.
As you begin to make your way,
I turn into a book so Poncerus can lift me off.
you see the Marut presses the last two runes. Fire, flames, both light and dark. The sound of a beast that does not have a mortal shell screams. Despite your best efforts, you have never heard something make that noise. Something that should not be. The colors that are coming out remind you of something you saw during the banquet. You saw a blackened hole appear one moment and like a tendril reaching out, looking for something. In that moment, you realize people have been making deals or attempting to make deals with these entities. Some people have known for a while that the gods are no longer there and have turned to more nefarious answers, patrons, whatever the case might be. And in this moment, as the door that has been sealed for a century begins to open, you watch as eldritch things reach through. Tendrils, hands, hooks, claws, wings both dark and light. The Marut pushes forward and is grabbed and pulled through. As a final thing, you hear it shout out, "Directive will return with data." And the doors close behind it. I'm going to ask each one of you to roll a d10 for me. Hey, Blue Cottage, thank you for the raid. Sorry, we're just in a cool moment, but thank you so much for showing up.
Raid.
So I need to get those numbers. Cinder, what did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Ray?
2.
2, okay. Ayas.
1.
Nice. Odris?
1.
And Crane?
9.
Oh.
It's good, right?
Mighty.
It's something. It's either the best or the worst.
It will be 18 years before the Marut returns. Next week, you will have to decide and tell me what it is that you've done over the past or the coming 18 years
Holy shit.
as magic, light, and life begin to fade, as the city falls into first quiet, then further disrepair. The sun and its beams are the light, the star that shines on your world is dimming. Ice has begun to form more regularly. Crops have begun to fail. And a city that once housed 300,000 souls now lies in solitude, disrepair, broken. And we'll pick up next week, 18 years in the future. And you'll have to tell me what it is that you've done. And perhaps that day the Marut will return. Perfect.
Oh my
Perfect
god.
little
Cool.
bracket there to end it. I did tell you it was going to get spicy.
Dude, so good.
At least
man.
Crane's an adult now, so
Hey, I can legally drink. Shut up.
Cool.
In Australia.
Let me
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Let me
Very Australia joke there.
in
bud.
Quebec as well.
Yeah, I realized.
Quebec
Nowhere
as well.
else.
Thank you for the rates, by the way, Nerd Central and Blue Cottage D&D. Thank you so much. But you've caught us like at the tail end. I hope you guys had fun with this session. We're gonna round the table and just kind of one more time tell people where you can find you. We'll start with Zach this time. Tell the world all about you.
Yo. Zach Speaks Giant. On all the things, I got a YouTube channel, TikTok, Twitch, where I play Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition, if you've heard of it. Yeah, share silly D&D stories and my own silly thoughts as well.
Nice, thank you, Zach. Nearing in 100,000 subscribers soon, TM.
Some say.
AS, Caustic, tell us all about you and all your things.
Hello, I am Caustic Phoenix here on Twitch and also on a variety of social media platforms, except for Twitter/X, where I am Becca Godsey. But if you want to find me on other things like D20 Deathmatch, we just launched season 5. And if you want to catch episode 1, it is live now on YouTube. So I encourage you to go check that out. But if you also just want to ever talk about what's going on in the gaming industry, you can also find me over on the Gamers channel. I host the Pink Pixels every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a grand old time.
That's super dope.
Yeah, thanks.
I didn't know about that. Nice. Ponzi, Cinder.
My name is Cinderblock Sally. I mostly live on YouTube. I stream about D&D, but we do call-in shows. We do homebrew review. Sometimes I make silly shorts. And you're my best friend.
Great. Nice. I love it. Scarlet.
I'm Scarlet64 on all the things. I run a lot of games here on Twitch. Tomorrow I'm running a Pathfinder game all about spooky eldritch bananas. And on Sunday I run my Out of the Abyss campaign that's been going on for almost 2 years now.
Sick.
And I'm here on Wednesdays and I'm on TikTok almost every day. So you can find me on TikTok and Instagram and the Scarlet DM on YouTube.
Amazing. Thank you, Scarlet. And last but not least, certainly Matt.
I am the Playmat, and I am devastated. Wow. I'm a professional game master and actor. You can find me at twitch.tv/theplaymat. I do world building and actual play stuff. Click on there. Everything else branches out from there, y'all.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm GMWorkshop. I'm Rackham here on the GMWorkshop. I'm back tomorrow morning for Baldur's Gate 3. We're on Act 3 and almost near the end of the game. I think maybe 2 or 3 more streams and we'll be done. I'm so happy that I get to share the table with these wonderful content creators. And thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the subs and the follows and all that jazz. We'll see you later. And that's it. Say bye, everyone. Zach, do the thing.
Goodbye forever. See you later.